Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the third and final day of our Playotic Extra Life weekend. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of early mornings, late nights, but we're here in the home stretch. You're gonna have to forgive me, everybody. The only person I have had any interaction with in this group is Mist. So she's the only one that I know. I am Chris. I will be the DM for today. So I don't know if you guys want to just give yourselves a quick little introduction and then we can get rolling.
I guess I'll go first. I'm Dustin. Do we need to introduce our characters or?
Yeah, might as well, I guess.
Alright, I'm Dustin. I'm here on behalf of Candles and Coasters, and I'm going to be playing Nightblade Pain. He's a rogue. Life is pain. Everything sucks. Yeah! So, he's depressed. He's also a noble and really rich, but don't tell him his parents pay off his crimes.
Oh, that's amazing. Let's see. Sorry, I don't have the stream pulled up right now, so I can't see what order we're in.
I can't either. I was trying to do the same thing. So I'll go ahead and go. I'm also from Candles and Coasters. I was on yesterday morning. My name is Loretta, also Fidela in the chat for some of you that are common to Playotic. And I am playing Faye Greenbottom. And she is a wildfire druid. So.
Very nice.
And then we'll kick it over to Jen, who I played with yesterday.
It was so much fun. Hi, everybody. I'm Jen. I'm here on behalf of Untold Archives. You can find me, the Cancer Moon Cleric, on social media in general. I'm going to be playing Kitty Rach. She's a Tabaxi Barbarian, College of Dance, Gladiator, Wild Magic. She has a really epic, intricate backstory with so much drama and trauma. And that's me.
I'll go next. I'm going to be playing Maya. She is a gnome cleric, and she is as nerdy as they come. She is the typical book nerd, loves to read. You can find her with scrolls all over her, and if it can be found in a book, she knows how to defeat it. So
awesome.
And then it is my turn. I'm playing Enril Fiven. Not, even though he's a bard of glamour, kind of silent sometimes, but you could say deadly too, if you know what I mean.
Nice.
Oh,
silent but deadly.
This early in the morning, I am here for it.
Right?
You have no idea what's coming. You have no idea what's coming.
Oh, I love it. All right. Well, then let us jump in. So, the 5 of you are all members of the King's Royal Guard. Typically, you would be personally protecting the king or queen whenever they're out in public. But you have been briefed this morning that the prince will have a special job for you tonight. So you're told to go ahead and go back to bed if you want, get some rest. You'll be up most of the night for the prince. As you are all aware, Prince Reginald is an insufferable, spoiled brat. So you are not quite sure what this is about, but you're sure it's going to be an interesting night at least. So we will fast forward to the evening. You guys are all getting ready, and your guard captain comes into the barracks. He is... Oh, what was his name? Apologies, I wrote this all yesterday.
We just appreciate you being
so
Yeah.
So this is Ferris. He is a very battle-worn tiefling. One of his horns is broken off. There's scars all down his face, and he comes in. All right, you lot. I'm sorry to do this to you, but Prince Reginald has a very special mission for you. The traveling circus was in town yesterday, and he was quite taken aback by the menagerie of animals and has decided to purchase them all.
Of course, fucking poser.
Yeah. You lot will be tasked with overseeing the workers finishing up building all of the cages and pens. Apparently it wasn't enough to just let these master carpenters and iron workers do their thing. He wants some guard to oversee the whole thing.
Of course.
I apologize for this, but you are all expected out in the courtyard presently.
Let's just get this over with.
It's gonna take all of us.
He wanted 15 guards to oversee this originally. I managed to talk him down to 5.
I get to go play with animals. I'm okay with this.
Yeah. There's some interesting ones from what I've heard. I didn't get a chance to see the circus, but...
Excuse me, we're not skilled to do this. I don't know how to build a menagerie crate.
Believe me, I tried explaining this to the prince, but he doesn't trust the carpenters and smithies, and he wants some of the King's Guard there to oversee the projects.
God, can't believe I gotta go protect this Brittany Justin Poser wannabe. God!
Okay, let's just get this over with.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Doesn't trust.
It'll be more fun. Come on.
That's
Let's go.
Alright, so as you head out into the courtyard, you can see there are a lot of workers there who have been building probably about a dozen different small enclosures to large cages for these animals. The prince is there already in his jammies, still wearing his crown.
love it.
Oh, yes, you're finally here. Now, look, I have paid a lot of money for these animals, and I expect the finest cages for them. Don't make me tell Father that you have been slacking. I expect these cages to be finished by the morning when the animals will arrive. And he briskly turns around and walks back up to the castle.
Conformist.
Kitty's gonna whisper to the group if there's just one animal that gets loose, it could be a freak accident. We would all mourn him. It would be sad. Nobody would know.
We can release them all. I am all for the liberation of them.
I'm okay with this.
Do y'all think we should use ash wood or should we use mahogany?
Whichever one's darker.
I think that would be mahogany.
There's the one that's less toxic to the animals. We don't want to use anything that's toxic either.
Why are we doing this, y'all?
I don't know.
Well, the workers are doing it. I'm gonna supervise.
I'm with Kitty.
just because I've always wanted to do this, I'm gonna prestidigitation and mahogany is mahogany, and then you hear this deep rumble just across everywhere, just mahogany, and then you see Enril's cloak kind of settle down.
The workers all stop for a moment. I'm like, what the hell was that? That was weird. Do we need mahogany? Oh shit, we've been using ash wood. Do we need mahogany?
A gust blows through the entire working field.
Can't even get the wood right. God. Fucking posers.
Fine.
For the most part, these workers seem to be handling things pretty well. They will need a little bit of help, and I'm going to basically make this a group challenge.
Ooh.
Look through your abilities, your spells. I mean, even if you're just a strong boy and can help lift planks of wood or hammer nails or whatever, I mean, just give me some creative ideas for how you can help these cages get built.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through and start lifting wood and start doing it. He's actually pretty strong for a goth kid. So he's gonna start doing the mahogany, and he's probably complaining the entire time.
Oh yeah,
God,
of course.
Can't believe I'm doing this. All these freaking conformist posers. Why don't you even protect the castle? They're a bunch of Britney wannabes. As he's hammering away.
Okay. All right.
Are there a pile of supplies anywhere that need to be moved?
Yes, yeah, they've got a big stack of lumber, and then there's the smithies are working away making some latches and locks and things to go on the cages. All those things will eventually need to be moved over to the actual building area.
Is there currently a large pile of unsecured objects that need to be moved altogether?
Sure, why not?
How much are we talking here?
At this point in the building process, you look over and there's probably about a stack of planks. Maybe there's probably about 100 of them there, and then there's a smaller stack next to it of much larger posts that would go in like the corners of each cage. There's probably about 10 of those left that need to be moved.
How far do they need to move, roughly?
50 feet or so.
Okay. And each different directions, you could say, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and Enrel's just going to go to where the posts are and just help kind of split them up. He's going to, in a very light way, almost floaty, if you will. He's going to, you know how the sumo wrestlers do the and then boom like that. He's going to do that, and it looks like he's going to just completely destroy the ground. But he kind of just taps his foot lightly on the ground, and his cloak just billowing out. You don't hear anything, and it takes a moment, but all of the posts. He basically is casting Thunder Wave, which any secured object within the certain radius that he's in, and he's trying to only get the posts are pushed 10 feet away. So he's trying to push them all towards each of the place they're going to need to be.
All right. So you cast Thunder Wave at this pile of and you cast Thunder Wave at this pile of posts. They go flying out, and I'm going to do a real quick group deck save for all the workers. That's a natural 20.
Yay!
This cacophonous wave of thunder, and all the workers happen to look up just in time and see these posts flying, duck their heads.
I was going to say, and then you hear it. The boom.
All right, I will treat that as another successful help action.
So how are they putting these posts in the ground? Are they using some kind of cement or anything, or is that too advanced for?
That's probably a little advanced for this.
Okay.
They're probably just pounding them into the ground. They've got their
Okay.
biggest workers there with large sledgehammers. Just
Dry
pounding
ground,
away.
or is it maybe kind of mucky?
It's a little mucky.
Okay, so could I potentially go use shape water to help them get the posts in the ground better?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. They are all extremely grateful for the help. Before it was taking 15, 20 minutes, 2 guys per post, just whacking away. And now with the added help of the shape water, kind of loosening up the muck and the dirt a bit, they're going in much smoother now, much quicker. They are extremely grateful for the little bit less physical exertion that they have to.
Nice.
Help us get that get this done quicker too.
Yeah. Yep. All right. We'll count that as another success. All right. What else we got?
Kitty's strong. She's just gonna pick up a sledgehammer, like with one hand, very grumpily, and go walk over to something that's like not being built with a group, just like standing by itself, and she'll just start like by herself hammering it in because she wants to get it done and be out of here.
Okay. What, out of curiosity, what is your strength modifier?
My strength mod it's just a +4.
Okay.
Mm.
That's pretty good, though. I don't know why you're saying just a +4.
Listen.
I have that.
So yeah,
She can only crush men with her bare hands, but she's
I mean, that's just
No
it,
big
though,
deal.
right?
No big deal.
yeah. So you see the last cage that hasn't been started yet. They're just finishing kind of laying out where all the posts are going to go, and as you see 2 of the bigger guys coming over to kind of start laying the posts, and you just kind of wave them off. I'm like, what's going on? And they watch you just bam, force all these posts in the ground, hammer them in. Yeah, they are quite amazed at the strength and the power. You basically get this whole cage just constructed by yourself in the time it was taking 3 or 4 of them to do it.
She yawns.
love it.
She's so over this.
Yeah. Same.
In the background, Enril uses his mage hand to just close his jaw. Just
At this point, Night Pain slipped away to get coffee and cigarettes. Just on a break.
Figure.
He's not helping at all.
Nope. But he's in the shadows.
Maya's gonna go over to where the animals are.
So the animals have not actually arrived yet.
Oh, they haven't? Never mind
No,
then.
they are being transported.
Boo.
Still, they will be there in the morning.
This is less fun now.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I need to go play with animals.
Me too.
Don't worry, you'll get your chance to play with animals.
Uh-oh.
That sounds ominous. Never mind.
Very ominous.
Never mind.
I don't like that. I don't like it.
That sounds very ominous.
do we know where Nightblade went to?
Just leave him.
I don't care to keep up with him. He's somewhere around here. I'm sure if you call loud enough for him, he'll appear.
You hear the sounds of slam poetry echoing over the air.
Yeah.
Darkness all around me. The colors.
Faye will just go, Pain!
Oh, God. What do these want? Yes!
See, he's over there.
I swear, one of these days I'm going to slice my eyes out with razor blades. Life is pain.
My God, it's like a cloud of smoke and chain smoking over there by the trees.
And we've been working together for a bit, so Pain might know what's coming here. But Enril is already just like, you probably should help us out. You probably should be over here helping us out. And Enril's going to kind of lift off the ground a bit, probably about 2 or 3 feet, almost like he's been picked up, almost like it's like he's riding a horse, but the horse kind of came out of the ground, and then he's kind of going to step off of it, like he's dismounting this horse, and it looks like there was a solid object that kind of just appeared, almost like an animal, and I'm gonna look down at this invisible animal, if you will, and I'd say, "Go get him." And Pain, you are going to feel something that is very large. It's kind of like a bear, almost a small bear, and it's my faithful hound, and it's a Tibetan Gastiff, and it's going to be kind of like pushing into you, kind of nudging you back to us, of just like, hey, it's time to go. Like, it's time to go. Like, if a Tibetan Mastiff is pushing against you, saying, "Let's go,"
Yeah,
the Gastiff that you can't even see but you know is there is definitely. It's like, all right, come on.
All right, let's go, poser. Give me a ride.
Go for it.
We got a $20 anonymous donation this morning, which means, Maya, you, for some reason, just believe magic is impossible, and you refuse to accept it, dismissing it as witchcraft and nonsense.
Oh,
Enjoy.
oh my goodness.
The wizard.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, the cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
We lost our healer.
Oh.
Anyone else hearing voices in their head?
All the time, Payne. All the time.
In your head.
You'll get used to it. Someday.
Let's not get them copyright strike.
We do cover it all the time here. It's okay. It's perfect. All the time.
I'm kidding.
Hi, it's
Oh,
me,
no, he's
Godigan.
Hello.
Monkey Man has decided to cause chaos this morning
Oh,
with a $40
Oh,
donation. Thank you so much.
oh my god.
Thank you, Monkey Man.
I forgot who player 2 was
Never.
already. Hang on, I gotta switch back to the other scene. One moment. Player 2. Okay, got it. Yep. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I don't
5. Got
remember
it.
being
All right.
numbered.
Player 2, the next attack against you automatically deals maximum damage.
Who's player 2?
Oh, sorry, I said player 2 in my, but what I meant to say is Loretta.
The next hit does max damage.
Yeah, the next
Against
one that hits you is maximum damage. Also, fun. I like the hat that you're currently wearing. I don't know if your character is currently wearing a hat. Are they? Yeah, a hat appears on top of that hat. And should you attempt to take that hat off, another hat appears in its place endlessly forever. You can sell each hat for 3 copper, though, so enjoy your infinite money hack.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
Enjoy.
There we go.
Oh,
As if my hat wasn't already ridiculous enough. I'm gonna add my frosty hat from Christmas.
I love that was right there on hand for you just to be able to grab.
Well,
You'd be.
so
Her desk is a controlled mess.
this was on the bedpost actually.
Adela, really quick, can you roll a D100 for me?
Oh shit.
Sure. Hold on. Grab mine. 91.
How many workers are here, Chris?
Let's see. Dozen cages. There's probably somewhere 40 to 50 of them.
40 to 50? Okay.
Yeah.
Interim's going to cast Gust in rapid succession on the hat that is on top of on top of Fidela's hat, or on top of Faye's normal hat, aiming for the hat that is on top of Faye's hat, and just hat, like a blackjack dealer.
You're just handing out hats.
Everyone gets a hat.
Everyone, all these workers
Okay.
are getting a hat.
You get a hat, and you get a hat.
Oh, it's a fucking party now, man. Like everybody's getting hats.
Yes.
And these super strong people are taking care of most of the hard labor. Like some guys handing out cigarettes and coffee. I mean, this is just
Life is pain. Life is pain. Life is pain.
Everyone gets
Everyone
So-
gets hats, cigarettes and coffee.
as everyone toils throughout the night. Dawn is slowly approaching. You can start to see the first few rays of the sun peeking over the horizon.
Fucking hate the sun.
I need everybody to
But the
roll me.
animals come at the sun.
Yeah, I need everybody to roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Use the new dice. Use this time.
That's a 13 for me.
Okay.
Alright, hold on, I was on my spells.
I need to find my
21.
Okay.
29.
My dice are as black as my soul.
Jesus.
I think you need therapy.
Therapy's
And that's a 1?
Okay.
I don't see shit.
Okay.
The hat you currently have on is really big.
Yeah, I mean, I have a +9, so it makes it a 10, but I rolled a 1 on the die, so. Alright, the new dice are, I know you wanted me to use a Monkey Man, but they're going in dice jail already.
Listen, I can't control that.
It lasted so long.
It's the first
One
time
roll.
using it. First roll, and it's a
They
1.
lasted
No,
one roll.
dice jail.
Getting them out of the way.
Alex for a
Just getting
refund.
them out of the way.
Just ask Alex for a refund.
I didn't buy them, they were a gift, so.
That's the joke. That's the joke.
Yeah.
So for everybody that rolled above a 12,
Yay.
you, for those of you that rolled above 20, you hear this much earlier, but you do begin to hear the sounds of hooves coming in from outside the castle very, very fast. It sounds like it's just a singular rider. Not yet, no.
No.
So do we care? Question mark, question mark.
So
No.
less excited. We're like,
I don't care, obviously.
Kenny doesn't hear
Don't
anything.
care about
Kenny rolls.
anything.
There's
Um,
hooves
here.
coming. Probably another poser wannabe. All there ever is in this place.
But we're guards. Maybe we should. But we're off duty, so
I'm apparently playing in the muck too much to notice.
after a few moments, you can turn towards the main gate coming into the courtyard and see a lone rider, one of the other guardsmen, wearing his full armor with a crossbow bolt sticking out of his shoulder. Rides in like, the caravan is under attack. Bandits. I think they're trying to get the animals. We need reinforcements.
Alright,
Let's just go stab these
Well, let's
posers
go.
and get it over with.
let's go save the animals! Just save the animals!
really get to the medical wing first because you got something in your shoulder, and I feel like that could be really detrimental.
I'm not going back out there.
Can you just? Are you feeling okay? Why don't you just do your little thingy?
What thingy?
Just heal him with magic. God.
Well, you get the stuff from your god, and it comes out, and it makes things better. You've done it so many times.
I mean, praying is something everyone should do.
Oh no.
Pray to the dark gods like Cthulhu, maybe.
But praying
That's-
can only get you so far. What you really need to go is see a doctor.
Okay, but you're better than a doctor because you can make them better instantly, automatically with yourself. Like no, just you and the touch, and then it.
Yeah, we've seen it 1,000 times.
Really appreciate your faith in me. Thank you so much. But my medical skills are not that great.
What is happening?
Maya, if you just touch him and use your prayer, then
Just try it.
then
just touch him
those
and pray.
beyond may be able to help you.
Yeah. Could you try at least?
I'm going to walk over to the guard and I'm going to put my hand on him and I'm going to say, thoughts and prayers.
Oh
Does she accidentally cast like cure wounds?
I don't know.
And then I'll look back at the party and say, I don't think prayers work the way y'all think they do.
It's Facebook likes, right?
Oh no.
I want you to roll me a D100. We're
Please
gonna
roll
see.
well.
Oh goodness.
I rolled a 100.
Holy shit.
That's good, right?
Way to go!
Normally that's good.
What?
It's high or low.
Miss rarely.
What
rolls-
is your
Miss-
highest level healing spell?
Miss rarely rolls a d20. That's incredible.
Yeah.
My highest level is a mass healing war.
You cast Mass Healing Word. Out.
Oh no. On this guy.
Yeah.
Shit.
He
It's like, no
feels
way.
Like,
the magic starting to work, and like the bolt
I
just
heal.
slides out of his shoulder and falls to the ground like in Wolverine, and you watch the wound close. It's like, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. And then whatever other workers are around that have, banged their thumbs or gotten little cuts, like everyone's full HP now.
And Nightblade takes 2 damage. It's too much goodness for him. Too much goodness.
Too much goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, he just
Too
lights up a
psychic,
cigarette.
damn it.
He's like, that's gotta be the first time in history thoughts and prayers actually worked.
Let's put a pin in this and we'll
circle back to it.
No way.
maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Bandits attacking the caravan
We got posters to stab. Let's
just
get
down
in.
the road.
Mhm.
Maya's in complete shock at this moment, y'all.
Oh, I bet.
Freaking told you.
Come on, Maya. Let's go see if you can do more miracles for the animals.
Yeah.
Miracles of magic. She does magic. She casts spells. I don't wonder who's done this. And this is like Kitty like mumbling to herself and she's like walking like
Mm-hmm.
what is happening? Listen, okay.
Faye will be like half trying to drag her.
Nightblade's just like, must be nice having a god that actually does something.
And I'm just gonna mess with Maya currently and use prestidigitation, and just in Maya's peripheral, just the edge, it's gonna look kind of like this kind of nice warm light just in the edge of her peripheral, and she can't see it, but it's just like, whoa.
You have been chosen.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that?
Yeah, it was
Do it all the
amazing. You did a great job.
I felt it.
Your
What is
prayers
happening?
really work. Mhm.
Yeah.
All the time. And Faye will continue to try and drag Maya towards where we need to go for the animals.
And so,
Magic.
question, DM.
Yes.
Just because of this, has Maya completely forgotten about all of the other times she's used magic, or like how is this?
I mean, I guess it would just be a thing where it was just like, oh no, like, I mean, I pray to the gods, and I mean, sometimes there's divine intervention that happens, or, maybe she's remembering every time she cast a healing spell, she's actually giving somebody like a healing potion, or just like bandaging their wounds. Like,
Inception.
Or
Jeez Louise.
could have just
Her
started this
memory's
morning.
been altered.
It could have just started this morning. Just
Crazy.
one of those days,
We're in danger.
all right.
I'm in danger.
So you all have your own personal mounts. So you all mount up and start heading down the road to where he said the bandits were attacking. It doesn't take more than a couple of minutes to get there. You see a long line of cages. There's a dozen of them. One in the very back of the line is not a cage, but it's actually just like an iron box that has been constructed on top of a wagon. There are 4 guards who are currently taking shelter behind that big iron box. And then from across the road in the tree line, there are some bandits out there firing crossbows at the guards.
God has appeared again.
Your party members, because we just received another donation. Somebody's really playing with fire this morning, and the dice are not happy about it. Maya, your current hit points become 1.
Oh, shit!
Wow.
She needs some repairs now.
However, if we do get $2,400, which is just $15 away, everybody will get plus 24 HP through some definitely not magical means. Anyway, have fun.
Thanks, God.
Oh my god.
Right. Well, let's just go ahead and have everybody roll initiative real quick, and then we'll jump into that.
Alright.
Maya, you look really unwell. What
okay?
just happened?
Did you give everybody else your health?
I rolled a 13.
Okay.
I don't feel so
Proper up.
I got a potion I can give her, but it's gotta be my turn first.
It was 17.
Yeah, we gotta roll
17.
initiative. Don't forget to add your +4.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
8.
19.
21, then.
Damn.
You said 19, was that Maya?
Oh, wait.
Faye.
Faye.
That's 19.
Hold on. I've got tandem footwork, and that means that as long as I'm not incapacitated, I can use one of my bardics and roll it, and every ally within 30 feet of me gets that bonus. How many do I have? I think I want to use this right now because I rolled an 8. No, I only have 3. I'm sorry, guys. We have to muscle through this. There's only 3.
Alright.
I have 18 for initiative.
Okay.
Yeah. I rolled a 9 on the die, so
Oh, no.
Rogue's living up to being his lazy self.
Yeah. See what happens.
Hey!
Hello again.
Hi, it's me again.
Uh-huh.
God, is that you?
We've got, yes,
gosh.
you have forsaken me. I have taken your powers.
Like-
Monkey Man with another $20 rolls us over to $2,400, which means everybody somehow feels plus 24 better. But along with that momentary feeling of reprieve, Henry, or you're playing Enril. That's right. Wait, is that right?
Enril.
Enril?
Yeah,
Sorry,
Enril.
I got the
Yeah.
games mixed up. Enril, you must speak in third person for the rest of this game, otherwise taking 1 psychic damage in any time that you do not.
Beautiful.
Excellent. I thought you might get a kick out of that one.
Enril is quite
Oh my god.
Enril is quite pleased.
All right, have fun.
Thank you.
All right,
Thanks,
so
God.
before we actually start the initiative, one of the, we'll say the bandit captain turns and sees all of you riding and fires a crossbow right at Maya to cause that initial drop to 1.
Holy shit.
But now you healed for 23.
God.
No way.
You got healed for 23.
As-
That's great.
Let's see, as he fires it, we gotta make this narratively cool, so you see this black energy circling the crossbow bolt as it flies through the air and catches you. With another little explosion of this black energy as it hits. But then you're immediately healed up for another 24 points, so, you know.
But I don't believe in magic, so all of this makes nonsense to me.
Oh yeah, mind blown. You don't know what's going on, but
It's insane.
Oh my God.
weird stuff happens sometimes. You know, what can you do about it?
Oh my god.
And with that, it will be Enrol's turn to start things off.
If you could, I don't recall. Could you lay out where, like, an understanding of where our enemies are versus?
Yeah, so
you've got.
you've got the caravan on the road with all the guards kind of huddled behind this last iron box at the back, and then about 15 feet away off the road in the tree line is where all the bandits are at.
And how far away would you say we are from the bandits?
As you're riding up and that first shot comes towards you, you're probably about 40 feet away.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That puts me within range of a lot of things, my friend. I'm very happy right now. How far away would you say they are from each other? And then in a radius, 20 feet radius within each other. And how many?
Yeah, they're probably so there are 4 bandits and then like a bandit captain. The 4 bandits are within 20 feet of each other. The captain is standing farther away. He's probably about 30 feet away from the group.
Okay. So Enril's just gonna start heading forward. Immediately dismount, kind of gliding off of his mount, and turn to the group and say, "You might want to not rush in there just yet. Enril's about to do something quite nasty." And a small cloud is going to kind of come from Enrel's pocket. At least you think it's his pocket. It's just a slit in his robe. And it looks like a really kind of cartoonish this little cloud. And the cloud kind of just like, and it just rushes over to the bandits in the woods. He's basically casting Stinking Cloud in on all the bandits, as many as I can. It's a 20-foot radius.
All right.
And each creature, 20-foot radius sphere of yellow, nauseating gas centered on the point range. Cloud spreads around corners the area is heavily obscured. The cloud lingers in the air for the duration. Each creature that is completely within the cloud at the start of a turn must make Constitution saving throw against poison.
Okay.
On a failed save, the creature spends action turn and that turn retching and reeling. Creatures that don't need to breathe are immune to the poison and automatically exceed the saving throw.
Okay.
Damn.
Very nice.
It can be dispersed with a very strong wind. So I have the ability to remove it myself, but I don't think that there's going to be a strong wind anytime soon in that area.
All right.
As a bonus action, my Tibetan Gastiff is going to, of course you can't see him, but y'all know he's there, is going to make a beeline for the captain, since the captain is apparently not within this cloud.
Yep.
And he can move up to 100 feet. So am I able to make it to the captain, do you think?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. Gonna roll to hit. That with the +4, that is a 32 for it to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. And let's roll my damage here. It's 4d8. And that's 15. I think it's still adding 4 to that, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
That's a nice big old chomp for 19 damage there, piercing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So this cloud goes out. You begin to hear a lot of coughing, and like, oh, good lord, what is that? And I'm sorry. Did your Gastiff was that invisible?
Oh yeah, he's completely invisible.
Okay, so the bandit captain is now looking down at his leg and furiously trying to hit whatever it is that's got him around his thigh, screaming out in pain. um,
Sweet,
oh,
I like
man.
pain.
That's
And just from the
brilliant.
forest, you hear a cacophony of screaming and retching and just
Yeah.
pain. And Enril just has
So
this beautiful smile on his face, just music to Enril's ears.
the first bandit. Wow, that is only a 10 on his saving throw. So he spends this whole round retching. Does it do any damage, or is it just the retching and
I am going back to it and checking actually. It says saving throw against poison. But it doesn't actually say that it poisons them.
okay. I guess it's probably safe to assume that it does poison them.
It doesn't say it does any damage though. It just says make Constitution save throw against poison. On a failed save, the creature spends its action that turn retching and reeling. As long as they're within the sphere of this cloud, or
Okay.
the radius of this cloud.
Well, and we're gonna go ahead and also say that they, for funsies, we're gonna say they have the poison condition as well.
All right.
So that will give them disadvantage on ability checks and attacks if they're able to make it out of the cloud.
Sweet. For a
Alright,
bard,
so
you're pretty cool. Most bards are lame,
poisons.
but you're okay, I guess.
Now,
That was sweet.
one of the guards is going to take a shot at one of the retching bandits and somehow misses, even though they're not really moving much.
It's a heavily
Um,
obscured cloud, so it makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Why is it yellow?
Good question. Why is it yellow indeed?
I showed him the video, but I don't think I showed him with sound, so I don't think he heard the question. Dustin, the video I showed you of Gup getting in the barrel, it was yellow.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right, that will bring us to Faye.
Alrighty, so I am actually going to. Oh no, I left.
Healer's down.
Oh.
Healer's down.
I was gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 2 on Maya. So,
Maya's back.
oh, there she's back. Okay. So she'll get. Ooh, that's an 8. That is 16 points of 16 hit points back. So.
Awesome.
Yes.
Any
If I did my
movement,
math right.
bonus actions?
I don't. No, I don't have any bonus actions. And we're about 40 feet away.
Yeah.
I'll probably move up about 10. Put myself within 20 feet of them.
Okay.
Just because I have less movement, so I'll need it.
All right. Fair enough. And Maya, it is your go.
You said they're 40 feet away?
Yes.
Are there any that are not in the cloud of doom?
So the 4 bandits are all in the cloud of doom, about 40 feet away, and then about another 30 feet outside of that is the captain, who is currently fighting with something invisible biting his leg.
I'm going to go around the cloud
Okay.
about 20 feet
Okay.
towards the captain.
All right.
And that's going to be the extent of my.
Okay.
All
right, that's fair. So, next, bandit needs to make a saving throw. Let's see. Oh man, I had plus 12 to every roll. I need to remember that. So that's a 24, so he does manage to save. And starts blindly walking out. Let's see what direction he goes. He walks towards the path, towards the caravan, and is now standing out in the open with all of you to one side and the guards now directly in front of him. He is going to attempt to make a crossbow shot at Enroll, since he's the one that unleashed the stinking cloud. 7, 10. So that'd be 22 to hit.
22. That definitely does hit.
Okay. Lovely. That is 2 plus 1, 3 damage.
Don't forget to add your.
Oh, 15 damage
Thank you.
from this crossbow. Oh, man.
Nice.
All right. Now we have 2 guards going. That'll hit. That'll hit. I don't even think I need to roll for this with plus 12s. Yeah, so that guard that just walked out of the cloud immediately takes the shot, and then 2 crossbow bolts hit him up in the chest and neck, and he collapses.
Oh, that's great. That's great. That's great. I love how you just do that to yourself. Chris.
Yep.
I love how you do that to yourself.
I mean, really, it just makes it easier now. I have fewer NPCs to worry about.
There you go.
I feel that. I feel that in my
And
soul.
now it is the captain's turn. So this will be with disadvantage since the beast is invisible. Will a 18 hit your Gastiff?
Here's the thing about that. It's a phantom watchdog. And it doesn't say that it has any health, any AC, anything of the sort. It's just
Interesting.
I can tell it to attack, or I can tell it to stand guard and alert me.
Okay.
It's invisible to all creatures except me and can't be harmed.
It's immortal.
All right.
Like I said, silent but deadly.
Yeah. So he makes all 3 of his attacks against this creature that he can't actually hit. Oh no, he's back.
Hello.
God, that's
Hello, friends.
Oh no.
Gup has donated $20. So
It's the bandit
Maya,
captain.
and this one's not my fault.
Oh no.
You must announce your full name before completing any action which requires a die roll. For example, Maya will perceive whether or not they can see this, or along those lines. Figure it out.
Short name.
Be creative. It'll be great. It'll be great. I trust in you.
Yes.
Why not? I feel like Maya's being picked on this game.
I know.
Just like you were last game.
Yeah, yesterday morning I swear he said my name every time, and now it's Maya every time.
Literally.
I'm
Oh,
so sorry.
that's brilliant. So let's see. That will now take us to.
Wait, prior to any roll or prior to any attack?
I said any.
Any
Anything.
action which requires a die roll to complete.
Okay. I'm gonna start throwing a lot of ability checks your way. And that brings us to Mr. Payne. It's now your turn.
All right. So, how far away is the captain from me?
Right about 70 feet from you.
Sweet. I can do my cunning action and use my bonus action to dash. I also have the mobile feat, so I can move a total of 80 feet if I dash.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to where the captain is, making sure I dodge the cloud of doom on the way. And then get up behind him. And with the invisible mastiff being an ally, give me advantage?
Fuck it, why not?
Yes! I don't use sneak attack. Because what the fuck else would a rogue do?
Exactly.
That's a 16 plus 8 to hit. 16, 17, 18, 19.
That'll hit.
Alright. So, we're gonna do the D8. Oh wow. Thank God for sneak attack, because that was only a 5 damage. And 1, 2, and then I have a 66 for my sneak attack. So.
Don't forget to add your bonus.
Well.
Don't forget your +4.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I rolled a 1, so that was a 5 total damage on the D8. So they got for sneak attack. All right, that's a lot of numbers. So 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 damage for sneak attack.
That counts to all of them. So Maya actually gets 4 more hit points from my healing spell. Sorry.
Yep.
I forgot to add those
You're
in.
right.
Oh.
Nice.
All right.
Sorry.
No.
It's early.
Yeah, it is. This captain is looking rough. Definitely bloodied.
All right. Fucking poser.
All right, we got one more
And-
bandit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's my
sorry.
turn.
Okay, one more bandit in the cloud. He manages to save, so he will walk out. He is actually going to end up walking out of the cloud towards all of you.
Let's go.
So he's now like 20 feet away from you guys.
Did anybody else move up or just me?
I mean,
Maya moved up.
I moved up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Pam did too.
All right, so there is one bandit dead, one has walked out of the cloud towards all of you, one has walked the same direction as the first guard, is now standing next to the caravan. And then it will go to Kitty.
So Kitty, like, locks eyes with the one that just walked out of the cloud towards them. She's like, that's a mistake. And gracefully jumps off of her mount. She takes her glaive and pumps it once into the ground, and it sets a light. It is now on fire. And she is going to walk up and take her first attack on that guy. 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 damage on that first one.
Okay.
Oh no, I get an extra 2d6 because it's on fire. So what did I say, 17?
Yep.
Plus 4, 8 fire damage.
He is dead.
She's going to use the rest of her movement. Who's next closest? She's got about 20 feet left.
There is another bandit that would be probably right about 20 feet that is standing closer to the caravan.
Okay, well, the glaive has a 10-foot reach, so as long as he's within
Perfect.
30 total. Yeah, she's going to, like, head turn first and then body and then, like, start walking over to him. It's like a slow walk, like hips swishing, tail swishing, eyes locked in, fire in her eyes. So we're going to do the second attack on that guy.
All right.
Welcome.
27 to hit.
That'll hit.
So then we're going to do, let's do this one first.
I'm a kitty rage and you're kind of dead.
That's going to be 9 with the glaive, and then, oh shit, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 fire damage.
Okay.
nice.
He is still standing, but looking pretty bad.
She smiles, turns her head, cat ears, and that's her turn.
Okay. All right, now we got.
Did she look at the camera or look at us?
She breaks the fourth wall and looks at everybody in your souls.
All right. All right, last guard behind the caravan. It's going to take another shot at the last guard. Still in the cloud. Somehow manages to hit him through the obscurity. That's a D8 for the crossbow. So from inside the cloud, you hear the retching of the guard, and then you hear, and sorry, the retching stops. So you would assume he's probably dead inside the cloud.
Good.
It wasn't
fucking
that
poser.
bad.
And
That's pretty bad.
then with that, we will be back up at the top of the round to Enrel. So there is one guard standing next to Kitty, and then the captain still about, it's 30 feet away from you. Well, like 50 feet away from you, wherever you moved up from.
Cool. Oh man, this is gonna be great. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. How? I think Faye, you moved up, right?
Yeah, I moved up, so I was within 20 feet of them.
Okay, so everybody's moved. And then we're not near anybody else. Actually, I guess Faye would be the closest to me, yeah? Technically?
Yeah.
I think, is Maya next to me, or did she move past me?
Maya moved around the cloud.
I
Yeah,
moved up.
she's going around
Okay.
the cloud.
Up.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk up to Faye, and
Mhm.
I'm going to lean over to Faye and say, "Hey Faye, pull Enrul's finger."
No, no.
And Enrul's going to bonus action cast True Strike on himself, and then with his action, use his dart, which is a very small, unseen, high-speed piercing object at the last bandit. So let me roll to hit that.
Yeah.
That is a 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. And from his sleeve, kind of like that, but you kind of can't really see it. Something shoots out, and that's an 8 plus 4, so that's going to be a 12. But because he did the True Strike, that's going to be 11 plus, that's an additional 15, so that's going to be 12 to 15. It's going to be 27 damage on a dart, directing directly at this last bandit's head.
Yep. It strikes true. And that bandit is most definitely dead. You overdid that by about 24 points of damage, so.
I had a feeling.
Nice.
I had a feeling. And I turned to Faye. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime.
And now, any other actions you got? Bonus action? Or that would have been True Strike, huh?
Since I used True Strike, and I'm just gonna leave my guess if I guess I can tell it to attack again. I don't want to. I still want it to just have like that hold. So
Okay.
I guess could I give the captain the bandit or leader disadvantage by just being a leg pinned to the ground kind of thing?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I will say that, we will. I guess we will just consider him probably just restrained, I guess. Yeah, we're just going to consider him restrained for the duration.
And then, since since everyone's no need for the cloud anymore, cloud's gonna disappear with the wind and just dissipate.
Okay.
In the opposite direction of everyone, by the way, so no one's downwind from it.
Some random town
Appreciate.
somewhere.
All right. If that is all for your turn, then we will go to Bandit's dead. So yeah, let's to Faye.
Alrighty. And you said there are 2, or is there 1 left now?
Now is just the captain.
Just the captain?
Yep, who'd be right about 50 feet away from where you guys are at.
Okay, I'll move up. So I'm within 30 feet of him then.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Produce Flame and then hurl it at him.
Okay.
Please don't hit me.
Try my best. Is a 14 on the die, 28?
That'll hit.
Alrighty. Oh no, I dropped a die. That is 15 points of fire damage then.
Okay.
And the dice is in the void. I'm not gonna find that.
All right.
It's all right. You
I'll
don't
find
have
it after stream. It's okay. I've cut. I have plenty more.
Yeah. This guy is starting to look pretty bad. We've got one guard to go. Jeez. Even with a plus 12, that misses.
Don't kill yourself, Chris. Come on, that's not fair.
We've all been there.
Yeah. So it is now Maya's go.
I should be close enough to walk the rest of the distance towards the captain now,
Yes.
which is what I would like to do.
Okay.
You're good.
You're okay.
So I'd like to walk the rest of the distance, and I'm going to whip out a mace
Nice.
and try and clobber him.
Okay.
Is that a nat
First
20?
off, Maya rolled a nat 20.
Yes.
Yeah.
This shit never happens.
All right. I'm just
I
gonna
know.
ask you before you even roll the damage. How do you want to do this? Because
Woo!
I'm going to pull out my mace, and I'm going to announce, "Ah," and then I'm going to clobber him
I literally spit.
over the head, but because I'm short, I'm not going to reach very well, so I'm going to end up clobbering him in like a really inconvenient space, and it's actually going to hit him in like his like Achilles, but it's still going to kill him because he's going to bleed out slowly.
all right.
That's
Just gonna
okay.
look at him and be like, life is pain. So is death.
Oh man, that is brutal, and I love it.
Wow.
Well, with that, you're out of initiative.
Yay.
The guards hiding behind this iron box all kind of start poking their heads out. Like, are they all gone? Are we good?
What kind of poser guards couldn't handle a bunch of bandits? God, fucking conformists.
They came out of nowhere, man. Like, this was supposed to just be a transport.
Oh, like I've heard that excuse before.
And thank you for your help. Some of the animals might have gotten out during all that.
So you have to go hunt down the animals?
Yeah.
Let's go.
What's
Guess we
missing?
gotta catch them all.
So
Yes. We're not playing Pokemon.
I know. We
Yeah.
certainly can.
Posers are gonna
Maya
be
said,
fired.
I'm writing a letter.
So we're talking. He's like, yeah, I'm Private Chen. That's Private Mouser.
I'll be peasant mouser.
That's
Meryl,
Private Andrew.
Chenin.
And that's Private Long. Yeah. So So the axe beaks got out of their cage. Yeah, axe beaks. They're birds. They don't fly or anything. They're like 5 foot tall. I don't know. Their beak looks like an axe.
Oh.
Sounds adorable.
Yeah.
How many
Seems kind of self-explanatory there, but okay.
of those did you say?
There's 4 of them.
4. Okay.
The dire rhinoceros got out of its cage.
Just one of those.
Yeah, just one of those. So that's a rhinoceros, but it's about the size of a small elephant. And then whatever was in that metal box got out too. We don't know what that was. And as you take a closer look at this metal box, you can see it is covered with all sorts of arcane runes and symbols around it.
I feel like that's going to be a problem.
At the back of it, there's a hole that has been bursted out through it. It's about that big. Yeah, we don't know what was in that one, but it was making a lot of noise, and then it broke out.
It's a rabbit. Or it's Nolan.
Yeah. Was it a Noel named Nolan?
It might be. But what it definitely could be is Jen making a Constitution save, DC 20.
Damn.
Is it with Jen's constitution or Kitty's constitution?
That's a great question. Let's use Kitty's
Sure.
Constitution for this one.
And do I get +4 to that?
It's a Luna.
Absolutely. I'll allow that.
That's my goth cat.
She was just pulling at my chair, wanting
This is
attention.
a 9.
I picked her up, and now you
It's a 9. Do you have a favorite animal?
No, I don't like animals at all.
Interesting.
She is the tabaxi, so cats are very preferential right now.
Okay. So Kitty might definitely begins shrinking into just a standard mundane house cat. You're unable to communicate, though you are able to hear and understand language. Once somebody compliments you in any way, like "Aw, such a cute cat," or "Oh, they're so well behaved," the curse will end.
Is it a
We're
black
dealing with
cat?
animal lovers here.
Yes, she's a black cat. Green eyes.
She is this now.
Literally.
Look at
Turn into Luna.
Oh my goodness.
Even though she is now a cat, she still has that expression of like sourpuss on her face, and it's just like anger. Like if a cat could rage, she would be. There's fire in her eyes, and her hair is like standing up, and she's just yowling, like cursing, if you would.
Oh, Faye is just gonna like run over and just pick her up and just be like, "Oh my god, you are just the cutest little thing ever!" And just like, yeah, start like.
I need to know
No
how
way.
Matt is reacting to this.
Kitty became a kitty.
But the
I like how Maya's
curse
reacting.
breaks when she's complimented. So she's in Faye's arms.
Yeah, so as she comes back, I'm just like,
Oh,
Well, I'm like, did we all see her transform, or did this just
Yeah.
like?
yeah, I just see her.
I'd imagine it's like the cover of Animorphs.
I swear I didn't do it
It's
to
a
you.
very
like,
quick
you were
animal
rude.
situation.
I mean, there's a druid in the party that wasn't going to last long.
There you go.
So is she back now? Did she transform back?
Yeah, I'm
Holding
gonna
her.
say there's got to be the like boom, 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 boom shrinking sound when you first turn into the cat, and then boom, 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 boom. Like,
She's like wide-eyed, like looking around, and she locks eyes with Faye. Never speak of this again.
Okay.
What
I'll
in damnation
go
just
down and
happened?
then give her a scratch behind the ears.
Yeah. She like pisses, like, that's not where I want to be scratched right now.
I can think of
You
just dying in your arms tonight.
You've seen Faye change. What do you, are you okay? You announced like your name when you were gonna hit somebody. It was, I mean, it's not very advantageous in combat, but are you okay?
It's been a very weird day for me.
Yeah.
What else is new?
Mm-hmm.
Life is
There's
pain.
been a lot of weird stuff happening all around. Like y'all saw that whole green cloud in the middle of the field, right?
Yeah, our bard does it all the time.
Yeah.
It's not the first time we worked together, I imagine. Need some
That's not
coffee.
normal.
I think something happened just overnight.
I think Maya hit her head.
Maybe Maya overexerted herself working on something.
I think she hit her head when we were doing construction. Is the only thing I can think of.
I need a coffee.
Oh, yeah, me too.
It'd be funny if that was it, just coffee.
Hey, you're literally shaking right now because all you've had today is caffeine and cigarettes for like the past 2 days. You're literally visibly shaking.
I live off coffee and cigarettes.
Maybe you should introduce some vegetables into your
That's why I'm
diet.
6 foot tall and only 180. But yeah, somehow has that 18 strength.
Dying.
Okay.
He's probably built like the vampire Lestat from Queen of the Damned. Stuart Townsend's character.
Jesus.
Just imagine that big. That's how he looks.
Okay, so we're looking for an elephant, rhino, and birds that have axes on their faces.
And
Yes.
I feel like we should divide and conquer. I mean, Ken, Mouser, Andrew, Long, why don't y'all? I mean, what are y'all doing with your life? Get your lives together. Why don't y'all go get the axe thieves?
Okay. Yeah, I think we can handle the birds. I don't really want to go anywhere near that rhinoceros or whatever was in there.
Can Faye go investigate the cage and see if she can figure out what was in there?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me an investigation.
With a +4.
Yeah. +4.
Almost a +5.
Oh, I don't have a very high investigation.
Bardic Inspiration.
Huh?
Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
That's a 1d10.
10? Okay.
Yeah.
Level 11 is insane.
Well, that did.
I do have really high investigation. Can I also investigate?
It's a 17.
I will say you can help her out, so you can roll with advantage.
Okay.
With Bardic Inspiration. And the +4.
That's a 19 on the die. That is much better than the
That's great.
So add a 10 to that, so that was a 27.
Okay. So yeah, as you look at this iron box, it is covered with these strange arcane symbols and runes. You kind of peek in through this hole in the back, and all you can see inside really is the floor is covered with straw, and then there are some white feathers kind of strewn throughout the box. I would say, I know you did an investigation. What is your modifier for Arcana checks? Just out of curiosity.
+6.
Okay. You would also recognize that these symbols are abjuration magic, designed to keep whatever is inside of this box inside of it.
And can I check out the feathers as well and see if I can figure out what kind of animal it is?
Yep, that'll be a nature check.
Yeah. How am I not proficient with nature as a druid? What in the world?
But you didn't choose it when you made your character?
No, I don't think it's one you can choose. I think I get animal handling instead.
That's crazy.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyway,
Background
that
probably?
is. Let's see, +4, so 21.
It looks. It's weird that it would be inside of a box like this, but it looks like a goose feather.
Goose feather?
Goose?
Yeah.
A giant goose?
Never trust a goose.
Well, what
Clearly,
Chris
no.
did say is that the hole was about this big, maybe about
Yeah.
what it looked like was about
Yeah.
maybe the size of his chest or 2 times his head, kind of thing. So I don't know if it's a giant, but
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm assuming the cage is giant.
The cage is pretty big. It's probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably about a 5 foot square, about 6 foot tall. But yeah, the hole.
big for goose.
The hole's pretty small. Or like you wouldn't think it would be something that small inside of a box this big, but
I will tuck one of the feathers in, just in case we need that to help track it later.
okay.
Alrighty.
Well, I guess the question then for all of you is, do you want to hunt down the dire rhinoceros first, or the maybe possibly a goose? I will say the dire rhinoceros is going to be pretty easy to track. It's not exactly a stealthy creature.
Footprints, I presume, too.
Kitty's gonna submit to the smart ones in the group. She's just the muscle here, and so she's just gonna follow what the smarter ones tell her we're gonna go do first.
I don't care. Let's just get it done and over with. Rhino would make more sense, but I am
It'll
curious
probably
on what this goose is. I wonder if it's a
Probably
goth
be
goose.
easier
That'd be cool.
probably be easier to track the rhinoceros with bigger prints possibly in the ground. So I'd say probably the easier one first, and then we'll hunt down the mystery animal.
I agree.
Alright, let's go get this poser rhino. Kinda is.
Wouldn't it be a poser elephant since it's the size of an elephant, but it's a rhino?
This is true.
That's a fair point.
Fair point.
um,
Poser nonetheless.
well, anybody who wants to spearhead tracking down the rhino, if they want to give me a survival check, it'll be a fairly low DC. But
Where's my survival?
How do I have a +9 to survive? Sorry,
Alright, up.
sorry.
There you go.
Go ahead, Druid.
Yeah, that's on you.
Ah.
And I roll a 4. Okay, cool. But that's still a 16. So
yeah, that's good enough. It's for the most part, it's pretty easy following these footprints. Like they're the size of my head. It has busted through the back door of its cage and taking off in the opposite direction from where the bandits are, but into a wooded area. As you follow the tracks, it gets even easier to track as it gets into the woods because now there's broken trees and huge chunks taken out of logs and through until eventually, after 5, maybe 10 minutes worth of following these tracks, you see this massive rhinoceros. Strangely enough, also like covered in fur, like it's like a woolly rhinoceros, about the size of a small elephant. Taking a little rest, it is at a stream, just drinking some water. Doesn't seem to have noticed any of you yet.
Anyone here good at handling animals?
really,
No.
no.
I mean,
I'm
if I
not.
were, it would only be like a +3 to that.
Same.
So I have a whip. Would you allow me to use the whip to try and not hurt it, but like use it as a lasso collar type situation?
Yeah.
So she's gonna look at everybody. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap it up, and then we can.
Um,
Yeah, I think you got this.
So go ahead and make me an.
Faye looks a little. Faye looks a little.
lightly first before we just start, grabbing.
I'm gonna let you do that. She'll start walking up, but like kind of like wait for Faye, so that like Kitty's in front.
How is
But,
she
like-
gonna ask?
Politely.
I can't do this right now.
Politely.
Yeah,
Somebody else,
very
please.
politely, very politely. That's.
She can talk to
so-
animals.
Yeah, I was just double checking my spells really quick. Sorry. So I'm gonna go ahead
Talk to
and
animals.
do speak with animals and see if I can, just calmly talk to be like, hey.
It stops drinking. It's like, who's there?
Hi, it's your friend.
My friend.
Yeah. It's a druid friend. I'm friend to all that are in nature.
Druid?
I'm come to bring you back to your friends.
Friends.
Yeah, and the people that were caring for you.
Oh, man, I'm trying to figure out how to play this with a
Sorry.
two intelligence.
Well,
Friend. People. Don't like people.
why?
People scary.
Oh,
No, not all people. And
People
I'll
are
slowly
lame.
see if I can approach. See if he'll let me give him ear scritches.
He's cautious, but yeah, he's cautious, but
Mhm.
is allowing you to come up and approach.
Okay. You said his intelligence is only a 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I'm coming up to him, I'm going to cast Animal Friendship on him. It is a Wisdom DC save.
All right.
Sorry, I'm doing the movie thing again.
Okay, that is a 12.
Would it be to 17?
Okay. So after you cast that, it kind of, you see, before it was allowing you to approach, it was kind of tense, not quite doing the whole, like I'm getting ready to charge thing.
Mm-hmm.
But then casting the spell, it kind of calms down a little bit. You see it relax as you approach and start trying to give it some ear scritches. It kind of starts moving up to you. And I mean, it doesn't realize quite how strong it is, so it might kind of be knocking you back a little bit.
That's
but-
okay. I'm a halfling. It probably would happen anyway. So, see.
Catcher.
So we'll try and start leading him back to the other party. Be like, come on, we'll take you back to some food. Are you hungry?
Hungry.
Yeah. We'll start kind of leading him back towards the rest of the party, and then towards where his cage and the guards are. Or do we need to take him all the way back to the castle area?
You can just take him back to the cage.
Okay.
Hey, look, it's the
That's
dire
weird.
rhino. Hello, dire
Hello.
rhino.
Yes,
It is me
Yeah.
again. How is everybody
Odd.
doing?
Good.
Oh,
Yeah.
my light's changed. I
Suspicious.
don't like that. No, back to the purple. That's too. There we go.
Yeah.
Too bright.
Nice.
Too bright.
I can
We've got
change
another
my
one from
lighting
Maya.
oh.
Yay!
You might actually like this one though. Until you roll a natural 1, you have advantage.
Oh.
I
That's
liked
awesome.
that one last time. That one was
Oh,
nice.
I'll take that
Great.
one.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
All right. Hopefully
You
that
don't
one's a
know
little bit
why, though.
more fun for you.
You don't know why though
Mhm.
you get
I mean, I
that.
still don't know what magic is, but I'll take that one.
All you know is just you're really good at everything now.
She's got the pep in the step.
It's like
So
someone's.
yeah, it's pretty easy now to lead this rhino back to its cage. If
Climb on
you
his back if it lets me, so I
Oh,
can
yeah.
get scritches as we go.
yeah,
and
100%, he
I'm
will
happy and
lay
calm.
down as much as he can to let you hop up, and the whole time on the way back, he's just like, little friend, food,
Yeah. Yeah.
hungry.
Inriel's
Go
gonna
get him
use
some
mage
food.
hand and kind of just help with scritching wherever Faye is scritching as well. So Rhino's gonna get extra scritches.
Yeah.
That Rhino's gonna be real happy.
Mhm.
As you lead this rhino back to where the caravan is and back into the cage, you can see that the 4 guards have managed to get the axe beaks back to the caravan. They are struggling to get them into the cages, but they have managed to at least get them roped and like pulled back to the cages. One of the guards, like you can see where his plate mail has got this big crack in it now, and he's noticeably favoring his right arm. They've not had much fun tracking these things down, but
Nice to see they're not completely useless.
Andrew, you really need to get that armor fixed. It's not in company standard anymore.
I'm so sorry. We'll get it taken care of.
Can I use the rhino to maybe help them steer the birds into the cages? Because I'm assuming they're going to be really scared of this giant thing.
Yeah, you lead this rhino back behind the axe beaks, and seeing this massive thing behind them, yeah, they're much happier to get into their cages.
I really like to think that because these 4 guards just were able to get 4 axe beaks, the axe beaks are like the blade beak from Quest for Camelot. They're just like little things, but it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even remember the last time I saw Quest for Camelot.
It's good
It's
stuff.
an old one.
Yeah, I was probably like 6. Well, with that, the axe beaks have been returned. The dire rhinoceros has been returned. The mystery animal is still on the loose.
Alright. Now I gotta track down this goth goose.
Oh my goodness, it's loosey goosey. It reminds me of Adventure Time. Or no, that's Choose Goose. It's Choose Goose. Choose Goose is loose.
Choose goose.
Choose Goose is loose.
Yes.
Oh
We
man.
need to go find Finn and Marceline.
At that point, since we're still looking for this thing now, my Gastiff, another feature that this Gastiff has that I haven't said anything about as part of the Faithful Hound is that he's going to go into alert mode. So anything that enters its 30-foot radius that's new to it and new to me, it'll let me know. Like it'll start barking.
Okay.
Yeah, not like
Good
spiders,
to know.
but just barking like a dog.
That thing is invisible plot armor.
There's a reason why it's very high. It's a very high spell, and it's very, very unique.
Deus gas machina.
Is there any like bird-like footprints in the ground that we can see?
I would need you to roll an investigation for that.
And Maya is rolling investigation.
Maya rolled an investigation check and she got a 12.
Okay.
You have advantage. Don't forget you have advantage.
That was
do
with
have
advantage.
And
Oh.
plus 4.
And you're +4?
Oh, sorry, not with that. So 12, 13, 14, 16.
Okay. So you don't see any like full footprints in the dirt around this cage. You do see some parts where it looks like some feet were kind of scraping the ground, like from a little bit above it, like it was trying to just like run and get some momentum. There are some more feathers around that area as well. But there is a pretty clear direction where it's heading back down the road away from the castle towards a town that's about 15-20 minutes away, like down the road.
Okay.
I feel like God is going to speak to us again.
Yeah. Just
God.
Maybe help us with this. Maybe help us
Yes,
with this.
hello. Do you have any gold for your tithings?
I got 25.
25. Who has the most gold?
Oh gosh.
I
Well,
don't even know if I had any.
about that.
Gold isn't really much of a thing in one shots, I know. So I might
Yeah.
alter
Oh,
the
well,
deal.
This was kind of a former past character that I just
Yeah,
rebuilt.
same.
So
Oh, do you have a lot of gold then?
So hold
I have
on.
138.
Okay.
From the previous one shot, I have
Yeah.
800.
Yeah, I'm pulling up mine because I is that my gold at the top? Oh, that's not
So,
good.
While you're checking your gold, the surge that
It's
has been selected for you.
252.
How much? I'm sorry.
252. This is
Okay.
part of an actual campaign at one point.
Okay. I'll let you all fight amongst this. Actually, you know what? I'll be a
Um,
benevolent god. You can all benefit from this one.
Okay.
Oh,
On your next successful attack roll, each of you may sacrifice any amount of gold to me. And for every 10 gold that you sacrifice, you can roll an additional d20 for damage. So, in other words, if you sacrifice 20 gold to me, you can roll whatever your damage is plus 2d20. If you sacrifice 40 gold, you can do your damage plus 4d20, etc. So, enjoy.
Thank you.
Nice.
Add in a bunch of HP.
I feel like money is
That's
power
what's
now. So money is literally power now. All right.
Pay
This
to
one's
play.
Such
pay
a
to win.
capitalist
This one's called pay to win.
society now.
Money is
win.
power. Let's go.
These pay
I
to win
love this
D&D
one.
games.
I love
Yeah,
this
pay
one.
to win.
Right?
Pay to win.
I love this effect.
You need to use all of your gold on one attack. All two.
Could you imagine? Holy shit.
I know she's got the dice for it.
Yeah, I do.
This was this character
I
was from
counted
the
at
one
one point.
shot that Gup ran for
Oh,
Meat
no.
Pie festival, and
Oh, wow.
we won the Meat Pie festival after we figured it out, and the prize gold was 800 gold.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't-
Oh boy.
This one was actually in a campaign, and I just leveled her up to
Ooh.
accommodate for
Same.
the campaign was over. I haven't used her in a while, but
I'm just gonna give everybody who doesn't have any money 100 gold. I would say. So just for funsies, so y'all have something if you want to use this. Mr. Benevolent, thank you. Nolan.
not to take over because I know Chris is the DM, but before we go hunting down the road, do we want to do a break?
I'm good with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Break.
Okay.
Thanks for sticking around, everybody. Let's get back into this. You guys are getting ready to track down a possible a goose, maybe some other sort of strange creature.
Mm-hmm.
Goth goose.
Something with goose feathers, at least.
Right. So Maya got high enough on her check to know a general direction where the animal is headed. Like, looks like back down the road towards a town that's about 15 minutes away from you. How would you like to proceed?
We heading down the road,
Mm-hmm.
following the goose feathers.
Follow the goose feathers down the road.
All right.
Follow the station around. Follow the
All right.
Cats are not wanting to stay. Sorry.
You're good. The hats are now an integral part of the story.
They
So,
are. They are. Sorry.
as you follow the road back towards the town, occasionally coming across more small little footprints in the dirt. The closer you get to the town, the more noise you start to hear. It sounds like there's a lot of yelling and screaming. Not necessarily like a lot of fear, but more anger. So if anybody wants to go ahead and roll me a perception check as you're coming up closer, see if you can
Sure.
pick out anything.
Perceive things.
I'm not great, but we'll see what happens. 18, 19, 20, 21. 30, 21.
Can I give you magic awareness instead?
Maya has rolled a 31 in perception.
Jesus.
And we're gonna let mine.
Good
Maya
night.
perceives.
You know,
I see.
we had
She
a
is
break and I forgot to pick up my die.
Maya's aware of everything except the fact that magic exists.
Everything except the
Magic is not real. It is devil things.
And that's what the plus for?
Magic awareness. It opens your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of my next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover.
Okay.
And I know what school of magic it belongs to.
Okay. So for everyone can hear the noise. For Maya specifically, there's a lot of angry accusations going around. There's like, no, I know you were the last one at my house. Now my necklace is missing. I know you stole it. Like, where else would it be? And what did you do with my keys? I just had them. Like, why would you take them? What'd you do with them? Just all these sorts of just fights getting ready to break out. As far as your magical awareness, you would be sensing some let's see, what school of magic is this? You would be sensing some illusion spells.
I share that with the group. I don't know what that means because she's not smart, but she knows somebody here will know what that means.
I think the one person that I know that means doesn't believe it exists.
Oh no.
Freaking great. Arguing is so lame. But you know what isn't lame? Donating to help save kids.
Bravo.
Only cool
Okay.
people donate, so if you want to be cool like us, yeah, donate. If you don't donate, you're just a conformist.
Conform to donating so you don't be a conformist. I love
Yeah.
it.
Everybody
So-
here seems really angry at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we want to go see if we can figure out if maybe that has something to do with our animal.
Something's casted some type of illusion spell. So yeah, we need to go find that and stab it. Probably some poser.
Yes. Agreed.
I mean, if it's casting illusion, yeah, you're actually probably right this time.
I mean, people find
Every now
people
and then.
under an illusion that they're angry with each other for the wrong reasons. You're right.
Do we think that Maya bumped her head?
Yeah, I think so. I think when we were building stuff, she might have gotten hit by a board, and yeah.
It's
Do
like,
you think we could reset her?
should we hit her in the head again?
No, she got hit pretty hard with a dart earlier, so.
Yeah, that crossbow
Best
did
idea.
way too much damage than normal. It's like some unforeseen force keeps interrupting us and causing things to happen.
Maybe that also has something to do with the animal we're going after.
Could also be the work of the animal, right?
I can't. This existentialism is making Kitty's brain hurt. I don't know what. Let's just go hit something.
Yeah, let's go.
I don't know. Takes a glaive out, walks, hand, let's go.
Faye's just so used to silliness, she just rolls with it.
Anyone got good Arcana?
Minotaur that just would rage.
Maya doesn't know what Arcana is, but if she did, she would be really good at that.
Just let me hit her a little bit, just a little tap, a love reset tap. That's all. That's all.
You'd have to ask God if that would work or not. He got mad at us yesterday for fixing things.
I've read a lot of books about the theory
We could give her a tap.
The voices in my head says
theory
hit
of
her.
Arcana. How about that?
Kitty gets a feeling of this rage God inside of her that she just kind of like walks up behind Maya and is like, looks at her for a second. 15%. Can I swing at disadvantage intentionally to hit Maya just enough to hurt her, but not hurt her? Like, I need you back. I can't do what I do without you.
Back in place.
I'll get my potion ready.
Subdue damage and not actual damage.
Oh no, I'm gonna do an unarmed strike, but not cat claws. So it's a 19. Okay.
And that hits.
D4 plus 5. We're not gonna go crazy. Oh, it's a 1. Okay, so only 6 damage. He's like, I'm sorry. Catches you as you fall. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It all comes flooding back. You're a cleric. Of course you know what magic is. Like, you've been using magic your whole life. Like, what?
Did it work? Do we need to hit her again?
She starts licking it, and then she's gonna cast healing word as she's licking it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Such a cat thing to do. I'm calling face.
I give you 8 to heal, plus 4, so 12, whatever you were at. I'm so sorry.
Do you believe in magic now?
Of course magic is real.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
That's
you're back
good.
to yourself. You were acting funny there for a little bit.
Note it. Next time one of us is acting weird, just hit him in the head. Got it.
Check.
Violence solves everything.
No. Oh. Okay.
yes. Okay, we have our cleric back, believes in magic. Let's go find. You know what an illusion is? Because something instinctively told me there's illusion here, and I don't know what that is.
I mean, that would make a lot of sense.
Good. I missed you.
Yeah. Go into your magic vein, determine the source so we can stab it.
More violence.
Yep, more violence.
I'm gonna burn it this time.
Which is a goose?
Yeah, something with goose feathers. Yeah.
It's all coming back. All right.
Yeah. No, yeah. Possibly a magical goose. Oh,
All right, so it's a
Fucking
magical
beast.
attack currently going on with him.
yeah, we lost our DM for a second.
Oh. Coming back.
So you said it was a magical attack that's stuff going on with him.
There's a magical illusion spell. That's all we
Illusion
know.
spell.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
All right, are we all
I'm
back?
gonna
Or was that
dispel
just me
magic.
that left?
And
It is you.
And it's
Okay.
going to dispel magic.
All right.
Uh,
Excuse me. I'm not seeing everybody's feeds.
he's still on stream, but he's not in here.
That's
Who?
Oh,
Ooh.
Chris, did you guys not lose
I
him
see him in here.
your?
no, I see
I
him.
see him.
He's here.
I lost
Yeah.
somebody, returned.
I
That's
had
weird.
Difficulties. Yay.
no.
I
he's
didn't
still
mean
on
to
for me.
reset the whole thing, you guys. I just wanted to reset Maya. I went gentle.
Chris, can you hear us? I don't think he can hear us.
Oh, he can't hear us.
Chris
That's
can't
why.
hear us.
Chris, are
God.
you able to hear me?
Oh, Chris left.
He may have
Oh.
figured it out on his own. Okay. If that does
Yeah.
happen, by the way, just for future reference, like if people start disappearing on you, typically just refreshing the page, that should get sort of
Okay.
things jiving again.
Well, he didn't disappear before.
I thought he
Exactly.
disappeared for all of us. I
Hey,
didn't.
Chris.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
Ah,
All right.
I just saw
Now
Maya.
I
Looks like
can see
Mrs.
everybody.
too.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I disappeared for a little bit, and then when I came back, I could only see one of you. And
Ah, interesting. Okay.
I was like, everyone's like, I see him. I was like, I don't.
So this is illusory magic with the two of them.
and it's funny because you were the only one I could see.
Me?
Oh,
Yes.
that's funny. That's funny.
No.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness.
So
What fun.
this is illusory magic, right? You said?
Yeah, this
Yes.
is what's going on in town, right?
Okay.
Yes, there
Wild
is a
magic.
sense of illusory magic.
The midsection of my cloak is going to start billowing up, and then it's kind of just going to move down, almost like a jellyfish, and it just kind of like a little breeze is kind of just going to go past your feet, and I'm going to cast Dispel Magic, and see if I can get whatever illusory is happening,
Okay.
not happening.
All right. So what is the radius on that?
Oh, that's a
Is
really
it
good
30
question.
foot or
I'm looking right now. Wherever I put it. Dispel Magic. Oh, it is not an area. Oops. It is. I just choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Huh. Never mind.
okay. I mean, you could just kind of, if you wanted to, like, you could just pick a like random person or something, and or like, unless you'd rather just save the spell slot. I mean,
Yeah, because I don't know which one it is.
okay.
Apparently. In that case, then what I'm going to do is I don't think I have detect magic or anything like that to identify it. As we're approaching, I am going to just kind of poof, and then poof, and Enril is going to a misty step between them and face step, excuse me, face step, and part of my face step since and my initial bonus is that both of them need to make a wisdom saving throw.
See, that's 3 for one and an 18 for one of the other one.
Okay, the other one passed, but one of them is charmed. So
Okay.
I have advantage on social, I believe, inquiries against them.
Yep. All right. So
And,
yeah.
I'm just gonna ask, hey, what's happening here? Why is this arguing? Where is this started?
So yeah, the one who passed is still like hurling accusations at the neighbor, but the one who is now charmed by you kind of snaps out of something for a second. Just like, I don't know. There's something came into the town and things just started going missing, and I mean, just a second ago I would have sworn that Walter there was the one who stole stole my sword, but it couldn't have been him. I don't know what's going on.
Did it look
And-
like a goose?
Maybe there's been something white and small flying about the town. I think there were feathers, but I never really got a good look at it.
Great.
You said that your sword is missing,
Yeah.
and Inril is going to reach up to this person and to his head, and on the side of his head, almost like he's touching his ear. And I say, "Do you mean this sword?" And he's gonna cantrip minor illusion and pull out just a random like let's call it like a balloon sword, just a random thing, a balloon sword out of this guy's ear. You mean this sword?
See, he's currently charmed by you, so... Oh my goodness! No, that's not my sword, but that was amazing! How did you do that?
The magician never reveals the secrets, and he hands the sword to him.
But it's an illusion, right?
Yes.
Freaking
And
Oh!
as he goes to grab it, the Enril drops the illusion, and it kind of just...
That was amazing! My hand went right through that... Oh! How did you do that? I am still missing my sword, though.
Whoa. I'm sure that we can figure that out. But in the meantime, don't think too hard on the sword trick.
Okay. And he's gonna wander off, like, back towards his house. And the other neighbor is, like, following him, still, like, yelling about him stealing his breakfast that he had laid out that morning.
Then let's have some fun with that. And can the other neighbor, the one who is the a strength saving throw?
Yep. Let's see, that's an 8 plus my 12, so a dirty 20.
Oh, grr. He's just gonna have a gust of wind kind of just suddenly blow. He's gonna feel just a of wind go past him. Nothing happens. No physical like effects.
Right.
I was hoping to trip him or something, kind of just to break him from the moment, but nope, didn't work.
All right, yeah. I mean, the other neighbors made it to his house and, like, slammed the door, and he's still just there, like, and as soon as the door shuts, he kind of just turns and, like, sees somebody else who's part of a group of people yelling at each other and goes and joins them and starts yelling.
Seems to be kind of a more widespread issue than just these two.
Oh, yeah, it is.
In the
It is
world.
chaos in this little village. Like, everybody is yelling at each other, hurling accusations back and forth about things that have gone missing. I mean, it's things from, like, a sword, breakfast, my key ring, my necklace, my favorite pot that I used to cook in. Like, just
My
everything's
neck,
being
my
stolen.
back.
He's like stepping in to like pull people apart, like stop it, stop, like so they like at least not hitting each other.
Okay.
Because she can't. She's not the thinker. She's gonna let the smart ones do that. She's gonna do damage control.
All right.
Enro thinks that this might not be solved by individual problem solving here. We might need to find this goose. Anyone
look
locate any feathers?
Yeah, I was just about to say, can we look around and see any feathers anywhere?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me, I will say perception or investigation, whatever.
Perception.
They're both not great.
Oh. 18?
I did a 22.
27.
All right.
Maya has rolled a 27.
Of course she did.
Glad you like all the things.
Yeah.
So Maya.
With
It's the
all of you
glasses.
rolling that high, yeah, it's pretty easy to. I mean, there's feathers all over the place, but you can. It takes work of all four of you kind of working together, but you can see where all these paths of feathers eventually start to lead towards one section of the town, kind of back into like an alleyway. And it would also be about this time when all the arguing around you just stops.
Thank God.
And everyone's kind of just looking at each other like, what was going on? Like, what's going on? I was getting ready to fight you, and now the anger gets replaced by fear. Like, something strange is happening. These guys were getting ready to kill each other over stupid small things, and now they're just terrified about what they were about to do and what happened to them.
That makes sense.
We need to find a way to help these conformist posers.
And you said it was going towards an alley?
Yes.
Okay. Start meandering over towards the alley, see what we see.
Okay. As you head into the alleyway, it leads you between two houses, and then into another alleyway going behind all the houses, and further back there's a large shed back there where it appears that's where the feathers are all heading towards.
Okay.
Should we burn down the shed?
I mean, I'm all for some fire, but maybe not in the middle of the town. We're trying to help them, not burn the whole place down.
How did the goose open a door?
Don't think we're dealing with an actual goose. We're not a normal one if we are.
What is normal?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, what is normal? Alright.
No.
Are we in front of a door now?
Yes, you would be in front of the door to the shed.
A door, every D&D player's worst enemy.
That's right.
Doors and scheduling.
Oh my god. So true.
He's gonna break the door down. Listen, we're gonna break the door down.
Is it unlocked?
Can we just check the door handle? No?
That
Okay.
doesn't matter.
No.
Oh, when she kicks it.
It swings open very easily like it was unlocked.
Or Kitty was just really strong.
Yeah, Kitty believes it was 100%. She's just that strong.
Yeah.
Good job,
Alright.
Kitty.
We hit 2,500. We hit 2,500.
Nice.
Thank you, Kitty.
He hit 2,500, y'all.
Yeah.
That's extra 25 HP, unless you're at max HP, then you get 25 temp HP. And then we now add 5 instead of plus 4. Except Chris, who gets 15 to every roll.
5, baby.
Is that 25 on top of the other 25 we had earlier?
You're 24.
Or 24?
Unless you took damage, yeah.
I did not.
I guess,
And
yeah.
yes, it is
Maya-
cumulative.
Oh.
Maya's just
Okay.
slowly healing up.
I'm now finally back up to full health.
Yay.
I am one beefy ass
Yay!
rogue.
Congratulations!
A
Yay.
rogue should not be allowed to have this much HP. Alright.
How to feel about my
Alright.
druid at the moment.
Yeah,
Alright.
the door to the shed is kicked open. You see a space in front of you filled with various like landscaping equipment and scythes and wheelbarrows and rakes and all that good stuff. The shed itself is probably about 50 feet by 50 feet. It's a big shed. The light in here is dim light. The only light entering the shed is from the door that is now open. What do you do?
Are there any poser gooses in here? Or geese? Goose birds?
Are there like feathers at all? Like evidence that the creature was ever in here?
Yes, there are some feathers.
Okay, so we can see though.
Does everybody have dark vision?
Nope.
No, that's why I was.
Kitty will tap her blade,
can-
and it's on fire. So now there's fire.
I can
yeah.
produce flame and create a light
I
source.
can
as
give
well.
myself light if need to.
Is there any creature within 30 feet of us?
I do have dark vision, actually.
Actually, yeah.
Halflings don't get that.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take my rapier, and I'm gonna whisper into it and go, "In your pain," and it lights on fire. That's the command word.
Chris, is there any creature within 30 feet of us?
Let's see.
Because when we were in town, there was constant barking in my ear or in my head from my gas stiff, and then we left all the people. So if we're in 30 feet, then I might be able to hear some barking.
Not just yet.
Okay. Because I don't have fancy vision. I don't have dark vision, but no,
There's not 40
help
feet
too
of light
much.
if you're near me.
There we go.
I would say with the light sources now, you are able to see just barely in one of the wheelbarrows about 15 feet into the shed. There is a heap of random assorted stolen objects just piled in it.
I'm gonna go for a stretch here, Chris. And, does this happen to be untitled? If you get what I'm saying.
It could be untitled.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm
Thank
glad
you.
one of
Thank
you has picked up on this at least.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy right now. I'm so happy right now.
I had my suspicions, but I haven't played it, so.
Oh, I haven't either. I just memes.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy.
Do it for the memes.
So we find all these things in the wheelbarrow, and well, what do you think we should do with these?
Hand them back to all the conformists in this town that they belong to.
Maybe we'll take the wheelbarrow and pass out.
Say, Enril, if you start walking into the shed,
Yeah.
you will start to hear some barking.
I thought we walked into it. My bad. I thought we did.
We were in that. I guess we didn't technically say we stepped foot in. We just
No, we never said we did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Okay, yeah. I thought we were in it. I'm sorry. Yeah.
No, that's...
in the shed. That's what I thought.
Okay.
Was
Yeah. So I mean,
stuff.
if you are into the shed more than like 10 feet, you would have started to hear the barking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. And by the way, that barking isn't just supposed to be in my head, but for the sake of everyone else, I'm making that only in my head. That is the only flaw about Faithful Hound, is that if there is anything that does not know the password within 30 feet, anything, you're going to hear barking. So since we've been around a lot of people, I don't feel like handing out the password constantly. So I'm just keeping it in my head for now for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to walk around the town going, all right, beans, the musical fruit. That's the...
So yeah, I'm just walking in the shed, waving my sword around, seeing what I can see in here. I'm all up in it. I got HP to spare. Let's go.
All
right.
right.
Birds in here. Something about Untitled.
Fenrir's the feeling what we're looking for is close by.
I am going to try and do this. I don't know if this is going to be too quiet or too loud, but we're going to see as I play the sound real quick.
Bring it. It's just eardrum.
I heard
that.
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh my god.
Nice.
You hear that noise. The door behind you slams shut, and a glowing lock appears on the door.
It's like some Devil May Cry bullshit. All right, let's go.
Kitty tries to ram the door. She's like, no, I don't like this. I don't do this. So she tries to ram the door.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
You can go ahead and roll a should be a strength check to try to open the door.
Athletics.
Yes, and it would be with disadvantage.
Oh, why? Okay.
Because
I'll give you what you want.
It's Goosebumps.
Wait, let me see what the other one is.
Oh.
14 though, because of +5.
Okay. So you put all your strength into knocking this door down, and you see almost the whole wall flex with your strength from it, but the lock glows a little bit brighter and the door holds.
I don't like it.
Whatever's in here is gonna come out on already. Only posers hide in shadows. Says the rogue.
You hide in shadows.
He does hide in shadows. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's different when I do it. When I do it, it's cool. When everyone else does it, it's lame.
Daniel's gonna do something a little
Okay.
bit weird here. And
He's been doing
he's
weird
gonna-
shit all day.
Please don't fart. Please don't fart. We're in a closed room.
Yeah.
don't worry.
Lots of
Don't,
flame.
don't worry. There's ventilation in the shed. Don't worry. There's ventilation. You're gonna hear a knock from outside of the shed, and that is going to sound like a very loud knock. And I'm just gonna see two things. Number one, first off, does the goose respond? It's a very, very loud knocking.
Okay. Are you just creating the illusion of a knock, or are you casting knock?
I'm casting knock.
Okay. So the lock on the the magical lock on the door fades to almost nothing. It's still there, but the door does open slightly.
So that gives us something to work with. Also, does it affect the creature inside the shed? Does it react at all? Because if you can hear a knock from 300 feet away, I think it's a pretty loud knock. And this creature might not be expecting that loud noise. I'm looking for a startle.
Let's yeah. Oh, Jesus. Well, since I rolled a natural 1,
Oh,
we will say you hear another honk, and a goose appears, like falls down from some of the rafters, and kind of lands towards the back of the shed, and that will be initiative.
how big is the shed? I was going to ask that.
So it's like 50 foot by 50 foot, and then probably about 20 foot ceilings.
Well, that's a big shed.
Yeah.
Up. Let's God speak.
As
Okay.
we roll initiative, God pops in.
Yes,
Oh.
we have had a $40 anonymous donation. Thank you, anonymous.
Thank you.
you, Anonymous.
I was thinking to myself not long ago that Zero hasn't really gotten in onto the Surge game, and then the dice
Oh, boy.
respond with.
Hasn't.
I've got two interesting ones for you. Until your
wow,
next
2 in a row.
rest of any kind, short or long, you lose the ability to control the volume of your voice, and you may only speak
Oh,
in a
no.
whisper. Which might be
Okay.
great paired with this
Oh,
next one as
dear.
people ask you to speak up. Because if you hear your name spoken by someone else, you become petrified for 8 rounds, or was that 42 seconds if you're not in combat?
Yes.
God.
Yes, it was 42 seconds.
So-
Yep.
I'm so lucky that we've given each other these awesome nicknames that aren't our real names that we use all the time as team members.
Wow, it's
We did that.
crazy. The forward thinking, totally.
Totally pre-established, 100% not metagaming.
Yeah.
So I can only speak in whispers, and if someone calls my real name, I'm petrified. So
You
what's going
can't-
on?
Exactly.
So you can't control the volume of your voice, so it could be either low or high.
So then in this case, it's low.
In this case, it's low. Okay.
Yeah, in this case,
So it's not up and down.
no.
Got it.
Okay. I misheard that then. Okay.
Cool. I got
All
a
right.
13 on initiative again.
13.
Dirty 20, baby.
Okay.
Oh, that doesn't. Do we do the +5 to this too?
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
25.
Oh,
Then-
shit.
Wow.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18. That'd be 18 with the +5.
I got a 19.
27.
Ooh.
18.
Okay.
Faye and Maya swap spots from the last combat.
And Kitty. And then Maya.
Wow.
Goose. And then between Payne and Faye, who has the higher dex?
I have a
17.
I have a 19 +4.
Okay.
That's so raspy. What a raspy yell.
I know.
Whisper.
And then
Okay.
Because I'm still trying to whisper while doing the
Faye.
voice. God.
Whisper.
His throat is gonna hurt.
All right.
My throat hurts.
Hot
listening to
water.
it.
So the goose has fallen from the ceiling, is now standing in front of you
Gotta cook
towards the
this
back of
goose.
the barn. And Enril, you are up.
I am pulling up one thing really quick. I apologize.
Remember, it's an enclosed space.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that's exactly
No
why this is
fireballs.
happening.
And
Exactly
we're
why
trying
this
to
is happening.
capture it alive.
That's exactly why this is
Are
happening
we?
too.
Are we trying? We're
Oh,
trying to capture it alive.
I mean, probably, but
did we say that?
I mean, I think that was the
It's implied.
consensus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of
You
us
didn't-
brought the box to capture.
-2 to intelligence.
The box also had a hole, so I don't think it would help.
Yeah, I think we have our own ways of restraining this goose
Yeah,
better.
no, Heard.
In media, certain kinds of humor are censored. That being said, some kind of humor may not be viewed as appropriate for others. So speaking of censors, Enrel's going to bring out his censor, and that this is a censor of controlling air elementals, and it's going to start whirling around, and a lot of mist and smoke and air particulars are going to be leaving his cloak and heading into this sensor, and the area is going to become quite censored, and from that sensor, Enrel's going to bring forth about an air elemental, and from the air around, I, Enrel, bring about you, Lance.
Lance, what kind of poser name is that? Sounds like
Oh.
a conformist to me.
Okay, fine. He doesn't like his first name. His first name is Flatshoe, but he prefers Lance instead.
I would too.
Flat shoe? That makes sense. Let me stop.
Slash you. Slash you.
So, does this elemental get its own initiative, or does it move on yours?
It is it's its own thing. It is basically conjure elemental, friendly. I roll initiative. Actually, I roll initiative elemental to its own turns, but it goes after mine. I don't issue any commands to itself other than just, hey, attack enemies, or just, be
Right.
kind of not, don't, it's like, do stuff or don't do stuff kind of thing.
Okay.
But it is friendly towards us. I know I have the page pulled up for it, so I don't know if you want me to do some rolls and stuff for it.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind
Okay.
controlling it, then let's just simplify things.
So we'll just have it go after me then.
Yeah, that works.
Just to make it, yeah. Yeah. So that is my turn there, and then bonus action. I am going to where is it? Bardic Inspiration. Kitty.
Yeah, what is that, a D?
It's a 1d10.
Beautiful.
And then it is Elemental's turn. And going to it's gonna whirlwind and on the goose, so make a strength saving throw, please.
Okay. Five plus 15, so that's a 20.
All right. I was looking for a DC 13. So Lance is going to let's see. What doesn't say what happens if you succeed. So okay, half the bludgeoning damage and is okay. So Lance starts swirling the air around and targeting the goose, and that's going to be 3d8 plus 2, and that's going to be half of that. So let me do that really quick. That was a bad roll. Wow, bad Lance. Bad. C4 plus, so the goose is only going to take 4 damage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. And it's on recharge, and that's really all it can do, because wow. All right. Thanks, Lance, for helping.
All right. Kitty, it's your turn.
Any little bit helps.
Kitty, because she had already activated her glaive, she's going to bonus action rage.
Okay.
And her rage is just like her eyes go from green to red, and you feel like heat radiating off of her.
Nice.
And she's just going to walk up to this thing and hit it a couple times. Listen, we're easy, baby. 19 plus 5.
That will hit.
And then we're going to do damage. So 9 plus 4, 13 for slashing, and then the 2d6 for fire. Does that mean they're on fire? It doesn't say that they're actually on fire. Wait. So, no, we had plus, okay, so it's 13 plus 5 for the slashing.
Okay.
And then 8 plus 5 for fire.
So 13, okay. That's a pretty respectable hit there.
Oh, and then plus 2 for the rage as well.
Okay.
So whatever that. So bonus action, and she's not going to move. She's going to stand right there and try to block the squishy ones.
Okay. Maya.
And that's it.
Naya is going to turn on it and cast Word of Radiance.
Okay.
So it's gonna need to do a con save.
All right. Oh, that's a natural 20 plus 2 plus 15. So-
Okay, well, you know what? It just blocks me. It doesn't even just. Maya's still trying to remember how to do magic.
Or this is just a really powerful goose.
Yeah.
It's a really powerful goose. Okay, go with that. So then she doesn't have any bonus actions that will make any sense. So
Okay. All right. It is now the goose's turn. So it is going to let out some honks. I need all of you to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
I clicked the wrong button.
Yes. 17, 18, 19.
Where's my bardic?
Okay.
That's 11.
I
That's a
got a
nat
19.
20.
Okay.
Nat
That's a
20?
nat 20.
Maya
Yeah.
rolled a 25.
I got 21, but that nice on that 20.
I don't think it does anything for saving throws, but it's still over what's required.
It's
18. Ooh, math.
Okay. You
That
all
hurt.
pass.
I got a 19.
All right.
yeah.
So the goose lets out these honks, and at first you can feel this sense of just anger and rage kind of just boiling up within you. I mean, even more for the barbarian. You can't even imagine like how angry you already are. But you all manage to kind of fight this down and suppress it, and make your saving throws. So now the goose is going to make 3 bite attacks at Kitty since she's the closest.
You can try.
And if it makes you feel any better, I'm used to dealing with internal pressure constantly.
So that is a 17 to hit.
It hits.
Gotta get in the tray. That is a 34 to hit.
She eats it. Dead face just eats it.
Okay. And then an 18 to hit. I at this point, the only way I think I can not hit any of you with a plus 15 is to roll natural ones.
Yeah, that one hits.
So
Kitty's wearing no armor.
okay. So that's 2. So that's 4 damage from the first bite. It's piercing, so this is all halved since you're raging.
Oh, shiitake. That's right. What was the
Yeah.
first one?
So it was 4, so that'd be 2 damage.
What was the
This-
first one? Because I took all of that one too.
That was the
34.
No, the first one was the 34 was to hit. These were
Gotcha.
all just the
Okay.
attack rolls. So the first actual damage you would have taken would have been 4 reduced to 2 piercing damage. And then 5 reduced to 2 piercing damage. And then 5 reduced to 2 piercing damage. But then
You're like, I got this for days.
I'm
also
really
going
sorry
to
about this.
take-
I'm really sorry about this, Chris.
Yeah.
The bonus applies to all rolls.
Oh.
If you so wish. If you so wish. There's
Oh,
no
okay.
way.
All right,
Just
well,
give
that's
me-
another
15 3 times, divide it, and then half that.
In half, yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I said. 'Cause
So
I
45,
think with the bonus HP.
22 extra.
And then you should have all that temp HP from before.
That's what I'm doing the math on right now. What's the damage? Hold on, give me total damage right now. What was the half from all the 15s?
Would be 22.
22, and then 2, 4, 6 from the actual hits.
Yeah.
That's nothing. Kate, not even blood. Doesn't even break eye contact. She's eating these hits.
And then on top of that, you are going to take, that's 10 plus the 15, so 25 psychic damage.
Oh, I'm not resistant to that, am I?
Nope.
25 psychic.
Yep.
That one hurts. Kitty's not smart, so brain stuff hurts.
And then for its bonus action, it is going to use its where is it? It's going to use its nimble escape to disengage and move like back into, let's see, 'cause you're at the back. So it's going to move off kind of towards the side of one of the walls and it's moving towards a pile of hay, it looks like, to try and jump into it. That will be its turn, so now it is Pain.
Alright, so Nightblade is gonna chase after it.
Yep.
And then try and just stab it with this flame tongue rapier.
Okay.
Alright. I'm assuming I caught up with it.
Yes, you did.
Alright. That does not hit. 8, 9, 10, 11.
Nope. It does not hit.
No. Alright. That's all I got.
So then we will go to Faye.
Okay, so is everybody within 10 feet of the goose?
No.
No.
It moved about 15 feet away from Kitty. Pain's right there up next to it. I don't remember if Maya moved up, right? So she would probably be within. No, she'd just be out of 10 feet. I think everyone would be, except for Pain, would be
Except
just
for Pain. Okay.
yeah, just outside of 10 feet.
And I'm within 30 feet of it, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and do it 5 feet from the goose, so it hits the goose and not
Okay.
0. But I'm going to summon my wildfire spirit.
Okay.
So, and anything within 10 feet of that takes fire damage if they fail the DC save.
Okay.
Or deck save, sorry.
All right. What was the save?
Dex, and it's a 17.
Okay. It will pass that with 24.
I figured with the 15, but it was worth a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna.
Because the kids,
Yeah.
man. 'Cause the kids.
And to make you feel even worse, it has evasion, so
Well,
it doesn't take any damage on a successful save.
Well, it doesn't. It doesn't even take half.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just a negated.
Gotcha.
So, I need that out for other things.
Gotcha.
So, which that is unfortunately my whole action though.
Okay.
I'll get another one when I summon it.
And roll back up to the top of the round.
All right. So because this goose is officially kind of by itself, Inreal is Inreal's going to kind of take matters in their own hands, if you will, and he's going to put his hand in his pocket. And for one of the first times in a long time, you're going to hear a noise. It's not very pleasant. And it's just gonna pull his hand out of his pocket, and yeah, and there's a reason for this, is because he's casting Acid Splash, and he's gonna pull this green bubble out of his pocket, and just give it a nice little I guess a Kobe, if you will. and we're gonna try to burn this goose. Yep. And it's a unfortunately that is a saving throw needed for that. A dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, it's a 29. You guys would have a better chance with this if it wasn't for the plus 15.
Yeah.
We really would.
So that ball of acid is going to well, what's near anything near the goose within a 5 foot radius? Within a 5
I'm
foot
gonna
radius.
say there's a couple right where it's running past. There's some rakes kind of leaned up against a little partial wall right there.
Those rakes are just gonna dissolve.
Okay.
Absolutely, just dissolve. That is the only time I'm probably ever going to be using that with this goose with this high evasion that it can. That's the only time I'm ever making that noise too. So just that was a one-time thing. Don't worry, y'all. I'm saving your ears and your brain for that. No need more psychic damage.
I thought bards were supposed to be sexy.
I'm College of Glamour, sir. Or Innerl's College of Glamour, sir. Glamour is vivity in the eye of the beholder, and fortunately, you don't see many of these, except for that one. And then that was action. Then bonus action, bardic inspiration to the rogue, because I don't want to say the because Enro doesn't want to say the name.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Nightlight Paint's not my real name.
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
Call him Pain, and it's not his real name.
Then the Nightblade gets a extra 1d10. And that's going to be that. And we're on to Lance. And Lance is going to... Lance is howling because he's not very happy that the whirlwind did not land. And it takes a bit to recharge on that. So Lance is going to take some of the whirlwindy mass from his body and put it into his tornado arms and turn them into large storm clouds, if you will, and just start trying to just slam down on this goose.
Okay.
And that is, I think, one target hit. What's your AC?
It is a
AC?
15.
15. Okay. If it meets it, it beats it, right?
Yep.
So this is a 15.
Okay.
So this is 2d8 plus 5, which is then, so I'll do 4d8. Which is 19 plus 10, so that's 29 damage as these thunder clouds, they're large storms, one after the other, come down on this goose.
All right, awesome. All right, so then that will take us to Kitty.
So we need to resolve something from the last time because I am a wild magic barbarian.
Oh.
So when I raged, I need to give you my roll, my wild surge. Okay, so 4. Magic infuses one weapon of your choice that you are holding until the rage ends. The weapon's damage type changes to force, and it gains light and thrown properties with a normal range of 20 feet, a long range of 60 feet. If the weapon leaves your hand, the weapon reappears. Oh, at the end of your turn. Cool. Okay. Yeah, Kitty's just going to walk up to where it's standing and hit it again.
All right.
She's going to take both attacks this time because last time Jen forgot. 26 to hit. I know. I'm so bad.
Yep, that'll hit.
I normally play a caster, so okay. So let's do the slashing or whatever it changed to. 9 plus 5, so 14. And then fire, 9 plus 5 is 14, plus 2 for my rage damage.
Okay.
Movement, action. I think she'll bonus action and give it to Enro. Like, you give out bardics for everybody, so here's one for you.
Well, thanks, you
And that bardic is a D8.
Nice.
All right.
And that's her turn. She'll stand right there again, trying to flex up. Trying to be
All
big.
Okay.
Slow girl.
Maya is pretty well versed in arcane. Would she know what this creature was?
You know what? Let's
Like-
just go ahead
like-
and
Would she know if it was like fae, fiend, undead?
you go ahead and roll me an Arcana.
Maya has rolled a 20 in Arcana.
Okay. You would have a good guess. I mean, you know it's not undead. You don't think it's fae. Your best guess would be that this is probably some kind of fiend.
Maya is going to cast Hollow.
Okay. All right.
With the extra effect of extra dimensional interference to prevent any fiend from teleporting or interplanetary travel in or out of the area.
Okay.
This goose definitely is a fiend.
All right. Well, that takes out some stuff that I was gonna do if it started getting too hairy.
That scares the shit out of me.
Right?
So you're gonna see Maya like drop her hand on the ground, and then like a ward symbol just kind of fill the entire shack that we're in, and like this blue glowy light just kind of.
That's awesome. I need to check.
Nice.
That's really cool.
I think it's going to affect a spell, but I need to double check.
Kitty's trying not to be distracted like a laser pointer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yep, it would. Well, if it started getting too crazy, Goose could have casted Etherealness, but that's planar travel technically. So that's a hell of a good spell to use there. Man, yeah, that's good thinking. All right, is there anything else that you are going to do on your turn?
I don't know when you. Yeah. No.
Do it. Do it. You know you want to.
No, because I would be casting another spell and I can't use it as a bonus.
Okay.
Rolls are so lame.
Right?
I know.
Conformist
All
book.
right. Well, now the Goose is going to try and get serious.
It wasn't serious before.
It is going to turn around.
Super serious.
This goose needs to go back to his own untitled game.
I need all of you to make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
It's a nat one for my girl.
You know, I have a +9, and I was like, as long as I roll above a 4, I rolled a 4.
+4. Or
It's 13.
Plus
plus 5.
Yeah, +5. It's still an 18, but I was just like, as long as I roll above a 4, and literally,
I rolled an 18 plus 3, so 21.
Maya has rolled a 30.
Maya over there doing the most.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Well, I have advantage. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had advantage on everything.
What was Enroll's roll?
18.
Okay. So even with all your pluses there, Kitty, you're not going to beat a 15?
No, it's 2 plus 5, so 7.
Okay. So you're the only one this is going to affect.
It's fine.
Oh, and that's probably like the worst one for it.
He turns around and lets out this low honk. And what would be Kitty's greatest fear?
Oh, this is a great question. I think being caged up again, so she's having a really hard time in this.
Okay. So the goose honks, and suddenly out of the floor, a cage just starts to grow in front of you. And it has cast fear on you.
No way.
So this cage starts to rise up in front of you, summoning your worst fears. And somehow impossibly, it looks as if the goose is the one like holding this cage, getting ready to drop it over you. Until, let's see. So this is going to last for a minute. You must take the dash action and move away from the creature that you are afraid of on your turn, on every one of your turns, unless there's nowhere to move. If you end your turn in a location where you do not have direct line of sight on the goose, you can retry your wisdom saving throw.
Wait,
Oh no.
you can't be frightened if you're in a
Oh, crap!
Wait! Suck it, Dan!
Yes.
Woo!
Go, Maya.
All right, well, never mind.
Maya
Then.
for the wind again.
Hold on. He doesn't actually say that, so hold on. I want to make sure this is fair, but let me see. Does that always count no matter what? Because I have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. When I make a melee weapon attack, I can gain a bonus and add it to the damage. I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Sorry, was that a question for me or for Chris?
For DM, because mine doesn't specifically say that I can't be. Because I think that's mindless rage, isn't it?
It's just an effect of the hollow spell that Maya cast.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
And
in your face, in your face. You can't scare me. You'll never put me in a cage again. But when it happens, I feel like Kitty gets even more angry, and
Yeah.
you actually see like flames in her eyes. Like,
Nobody puts Kitty in a corner.
Nobody puts Kitty in a cage. How dare you?
All right, well, that was his action, casting a spell that wouldn't work. So it is going to use its nimble escape
Suck
to
it, duck.
disengage again. It is going to dive into this large pile of straw and attempt to take a hide action. Okay. Which, man, even with that plus 15, I don't think that's going to be very good.
In your face. Man, that's a good spell. I'm gonna put that in my brain right now. It's a good spell.
So, yeah, the hide that he's trying to do doesn't work very well. It's in this pile of straw. You all saw it go in there. You don't know exactly where it is. But you can either make your attack rolls with disadvantage against it, or you can attempt a perception check to find exactly where it is within the straw when it's your turn. So that will go to, it is now Payne's turn.
All right. So I saw him go in the straw. So I have a flame tongue rapier. It's on fire. Can I just take my sword, stick it in a straw, and light the sword on fire and burn
Go
it down?
for it.
That's what I want to do. What do I do?
Okay.
Do I need to roll anything? What do I do?
Damn pain.
Oh man, how do
Think
we
too much alike.
figure out fire damage?
This is a callback to that classic South Park episode when the goth kids burned Hot Topic. So this is what I'm doing. Gonna burn Hot Topic.
My God.
What's the
Okay.
AC of straw?
I mean, it's gonna work. Like, it's...
You're just figuring out
Go
how much
ahead
damage.
and
Did
roll
you ask what
me...
the AC of straw was?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me 2d10 for the fire damage.
Plus 5. 2d10 plus 5.
Plus 5, yeah.
8.
15.
Okay. The goose quickly exits the straw. It is looking really, really rough. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Payne?
That was my action. Yeah, that's all I really got.
Okay.
I burned something, I'm happy.
Faye.
Okay, you said it's looking rough though.
Yeah.
Maybe we should try and capture it versus.
And I mean, at any point in time, you can tell me I'm doing non-lethal damage. And as long as you're not casting disintegrate on it or something, I will consider attacks to be non-lethal.
Non-lethal disintegrate.
No, she was not about to do non-lethal.
But if you specify you want to do non-lethal damage, you would basically, when it goes down to 0, it'll just be unconscious.
This is a problem with going last. What I
Yeah.
was gonna do.
Burn it.
We can't kill it, but
That poser prince does not need this demon goose.
I mean, you might be right on that one. All right, fine. So we'll go ahead and, as a bonus action, we're gonna cast flame blade at a level 4.
Okay.
So, and then she's gonna use her turn to try and attack the goose.
Okay.
That is 19 plus 22
That'll hit.
to hit. Okay. This is the part I probably shouldn't have done this for. And then I get another D8 because of my spirit being out.
Jeez.
Remember, you can use gold for power too.
Oh,
I forgot about that.
That's roll for
I
damage,
don't
right?
want to kill. I don't want to kill the goose.
That's only for damage, though, right?
Huh?
That's only for damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm over here trying to figure out how I can lower this thing's like saving throws.
Okay, so 1s or 2s, so that's 2, 4, 6, 16 points of fire damage.
Okay. That
Tell me I
is
didn't kill it.
enough.
Oh no, I killed it.
Yeah.
You just say non-lethal.
Shit.
You say non-lethal.
But now we got food.
It's fire. Can
I don't
fire
think we
be
wanna eat
non-lethal?
it.
Yeah, it's magical.
I mean,
non-lethal.
it'll go down, and I mean, you've got a cleric with you. If you,
I mean, I can do spare the dying on it too if you let
there
me.
you go. This is a CR7 fiend. I will say when it goes to 0 hit points, you can cast Spare the Dying on it and prevent it from actually dying.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know it's a spell and then a spell, but
you have successfully rendered the goose unconscious and incapable of fighting back.
yes.
Fire's cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
regret.
pretty good
Sorry,
timing though.
I don't regret. I don't regret hitting 2,500 before this goose fight because that ruined almost everything I could do there because of the saving throws. Holy shit!
Yeah.
If you can't let my fire spirit pick up the goose to carry it,
Yeah, that's fine.
we don't have to try and wrangle the thing.
Yeah, I mean that's about it. You successfully capture the goose and bring it back, and you're not going to be able to put it back in its traveling cage. You'll have to hold it till you get to the castle. But most the most confounding thing that happens this entire night and early morning for you is that the prince actually gives you a compliment.
Oh,
And thanks you for your hard work of securing his animals. Like, yeah, it's very out of character for him, and he has even offered to grant you all a bonus of a week's pay on top of your normal pay.
March 13th, Prince Reggie lost his mind.
Can we inside this guy? Is he still our guy? Like this? Are we in danger?
Yeah, you can go ahead and inside him all you want to.
This is an illusion here. Nope. Did he got? Oh no, that's 19 with the 5.
No, I mean, you literally think he was so worried about not getting these animals that he paid for that he's legitimately just like, all right, well, these worthless guards actually did their jobs and like actually did something good for me. So
He's still a conformist bitch.
Rude.
You know, his dad, who is a much better person, has talked to him about, you know, trying to be more humble and showing gratitude. So, you know, it's slowly starting to sink in, but, you know, it'll probably be another 10 years before he's actually a decent person. Not even a good person, just a decent person.
Conformist.
I don't like it.
we saved the day. We saved the day. We saved the zoo. The jerk bag of a prince finally showed some sort of decency for once.
Yep.
Of a sign of respect.
He was overdue.
And
How much
I would
gold did we
say
get?
I don't know. What's a week's pay for a guard?
Probably not a lot.
Yeah, probably not a lot. I'm
this
just going to say
we'll
you
just go with
get...
eggs, I guess.
I don't know. We'll say you guys get an extra 150 gold. For...
Damn right.
Damn.
That's a lot of power, if we remember to
Let's
do that.
go. Keeping it.
You guys are fairly well paid because you are like some of the elite guard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're not like the other conformist guards. Those guys are lame. We're good guards.
All right. Well, I don't know if we want to turn it over to Nolan. I I guess if everybody wants to hop in and give any plugs or anything before we start heading out. I don't
as
have
we've been saying all
anything.
weekend, and I hate it. Plug yourselves.
All right, I guess I'll go first. So, 06.
Don't let him fool you. He doesn't mind going first.
I do not. All right, 06, Dustin. I'm part of Candles and Coasters. As Fidela has said, we do stream at the same time. Playotic streams, so there's a little bit of overlap. But if you finish your stream, want to hop over, you can. But I will be. They're doing their Dragonlance campaign, and as soon as they finish their Dragonlance campaign, I'm going to be running a Shadow Dark campaign. That's what the shirt is from. And if you don't know what Shadow Dark is, it is an awesome game that you should check out. Because it's like 5e, but less rules and more lethal.
Awesome.
Here's proposers.
Nice. And that's it. That's all I got. So check out Candles and Coasters.
I think for that amazing burn that Miss needs to go next.
Yeah. I agree.
No.
I'm just missed. I'm not with anyone. I just tag on whenever it needs me.
We've been missed here a few times, and it's been always a pleasure. Even if most of the rolls don't land well, somehow tonight was like 3 nat 20s. That was incredible. Even a nat 100, that was incredible.
MVP. Yeah. Wait, do I still have to whisper?
No, you're good. You're good.
No, I think you're good.
Okay.
I loved Yobo in the dump though.
Yes.
That was such a fun character to play.
Yeah.
Much like Mist, I am not anywhere. Whenever Gup or Nolan decides to invite me along somewhere, I'm there. But other than that, I don't have much of a real social media presence anywhere or anything.
For me, I'm Monkey Man. I'm usually here at the Hype Machine. Most of my hot air and energy that was expelled tonight in character is just used for hype and more positive rather than expulsion. So just know that I use my power for good, not for others or making mischief. And I have a great time here, so I'm glad to join whenever I can, and been definitely enjoying playing with all y'all. Thank you.
You're a very good hype man. If I was a rapper, I'd hire you.
We should all be so lucky.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I'm Jen. I'm on loan from Untold Archives. We do Wednesday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also do guest appearances. I'm going to be on Playotic's game on Tuesday. So excited for that. You can find me, the Cancer Moon Cleric, on social media. Come hang out. We have fun. All the fun jazz.
Awesome.
And then I guess last again, but that's okay because Dustin already kind of hyped it. So you can find me on Candles and Coasters every Tuesday, 7 to 9 Central Time. If for some reason Playotic's not playing, you can always come chill. Or like you said, afterwards, you can find me at really just on Instagram at Fidela, but I don't really use it much. So not a whole lot of point there. Base places for the Candles and Coaster stuff. So
awesome. Well, thank you all for participating in the game today. I really appreciate it. I had a lot of fun with you guys.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for running it.
This was a lot of fun.
Thanks for coming in clutch, too.
Yeah, last minute, but it was awesome.
For coming in and DMing for us so that we could do this and raise the money for the kids.
Yes. That's what it's all about. And I'm more than happy to be here every time you guys want me.
Fantastic job, everyone. And thank you, Cuxus, for that $10 donation. We're about to take a short intermission here with our next game coming up at 12 p.m. Central Time, so in about 20 minutes. We've got Shorty Round DMing for Chris, 0077, Jenigan, and Kevin, the Boom Clover. That's going to be more Dungeons and Dragons 5e. At 4 p.m., we're going to have Eisen running Goblin with a fat ass with Kinsey, Ash, Kilo Bean, Melissa from Tales of Initiative, and Aaron. And then rounding off the night is going to be Gup running more 5e for Brad, Shorty, Sky, and Zin. So stick around. We're going to take a quick ad break, get our next
And
game
Mike,
situated, and thank you all again for playing. And thank you for so far $2,565 raised for Children's Miracle Network Hospitals.
Yeah.
Fantastic job, everybody.
I'll see y'all tonight.
All right, we'll see you later.